location. So I'm just going to take out Turig, Talum, Millhouse for now. They'll be with you guys shortly. Still have 4, which is a good number to have. You'll be fine with 4, including the Simba. And when the others get here, well, you guys are going to be flying, so just presume that they're flying in their own little trio. So it's currently day 42. It's been well over a month since you guys left Port Nyanzaru, and tracking through the jungle's been quite a journey, and it hasn't been as simple as picking a location and simply traveling there. There are all sorts of setbacks that deviate you from your path. Also, as you've trekked through the jungle, you've found that it's also time consuming. Where you may have thought perhaps you can go to this location and simply return to Port Nyanzaru, the deeper and deeper you've gotten to the jungle, the more you've realized that this may be a one-way journey. You've got enough food for at least another 33 days. And then I'm sure you guys could survive off good berries and stuff like that. With your full party, you need 12 gallons of water a day. It's the wet season. You guys have other ways of creating water, so that's not really been too much of a problem. You've got all the other supplies that you need for 3 months worth of traveling, or I think it was 2 months worth of traveling with insect repellent and whatnot. That actually is starting to run out. You've only got about 18 days left with the 2 months worth that you got of the survival gear, including insect repellent and basically just the insect repellent. So you do know that Syndra's time frame until she will pass is about 3 months, and she's the one that's promised you the reward of a rare magic item if you're able to stop the death curse. The party sentiment is basically on you guys at the moment. There are 4 people from your expedition missing: Musharib, Hugh, Ragda, and Undril. And you guys had just returned to Kursabal after procuring the Black Orchid from Ningalore. And you met with Yingamatona, and they had you guys inhale some of the crushed up Black Orchid. And with that, you will sprout feathery wings, like tangible feathery wings burst out of the backs behind your shoulders. They don't hurt. They feel quite comfortable. They feel very natural. You feel like you've always had these wings, and they're just like the Aarakocra's feathery wings, and you have full use of them. It gives everyone a flying speed of 30 feet, and all of the Aarakocra that took place in the Dance of the Seven Winds have lost their wings, so they're now wingless bird folk. And with that, they just don't really say much, the Aarakocra. You're just in the monastery at this stage. You're planning to head out pretty much straight away. They gesture towards you to approach the balcony, and just like that, you guys leap from the balcony. You beat these massive feathery wings, and you take off into the air. Soaring high above Kursabal, you see a couple of other Aarakocra flying around with you, darting around, and it's a very majestic feeling. It's surreal, and for most of you, you probably haven't never flown before, so it's a real experience. You spend a little bit of time practicing flying, getting used to these wings, and you pick it up very quickly. Within 30 minutes, it's like second nature. And you soar up high, several hundred feet, thousands of feet, and you can see the broad expanse of jungle terrain in the distance for about 20 miles. And yeah, so every hex that you move, you'll see the location 2 hexes out. So there's no uncharted territory flying high above Kursabal. And with that, you guys have all your equipment and you're ready to take off. So the brilliant thing about this is you don't have to navigate. You just pick a direction and you can get there. You can get 4 hexes per day.
Hallelujah.
And we got 3 days? There's 3 days with the wings?
Yep, that's what they said.
Right, so you want to head to Camp Vengeance, or did you want to look for these guys, or did you want to go to Camp Vengeance or Mabala first?
As much as I like those guys, they are lost. I'm sorry, we're on a bit of a time crunch here. I say we go to Camp Righteous as fast as possible, stopping for as few breaks as possible, short of hurting ourselves. Whatever the fastest pace we could possibly go, we take advantage of these wings.
What's this red line here?
That's Artis's Simber path that he suggested to us. We go to Camp Righteous, then Camp Vengeance, Mbala, and then Omu is just not Omu. Crap, there's a name for it. Let me check my notes.
Oralunga.
Thank you. Oralunga is rumored to be this direction of Mbala, and I don't remember why we'd be going to this mine. I think Hugh had something to say about that.
Well, I think what they told us is that they were in this area over here, this X area.
I mean, it kind of sucks for them. We got to stop a death curse, and this is our best lead.
You want to go back to Camp Righteous there? It was only like a few squares away from that at the beginning.
We can say that maybe like Talum is going to go get Undril, if you like.
Ooh.
Maybe that's what the other characters are doing.
Could they like carry him?
Yeah.
While flying or something?
Yeah, they should be able to do that.
That'd be great.
Okay. They head off to do that, and they'll do a forced march to try and catch up to you guys. Provided you stay on that path. Otherwise, they'll never find you again, probably. But you do all confer to this map. You trace it out carefully, and you agree that that's the path that you guys are going to take.
One question: why are we going to Camp Righteous if we have to go to Camp Vengeance?
Yeah, I think we should go to Camp Vengeance. But we can
Because Camp Righteous isn't there anymore. It was just where they were camping out before they set up actual buildings in Camp Vengeance, wasn't it?
That's actually a really good point.
I've just got to quickly change the server. It's cutting out for me a bit. I'll be right back.
Okay. I think we can get over that area roughly from Captain, right?
Yeah, the idea of heading to Camp Righteous was obviously that camp had failed. So it was just to like investigate maybe what happened there. See if it had anything to do with the death curse. Maybe they left something behind.
Do we think that's worth it, or do we want to go to Camp Vengeance instead?
Well, we currently don't have any clues, do we?
We know that Oralunga is kind of important, but that's about it.
So instead, why don't we do a direct path to Mambala? Because wasn't Oralunga to the right of Mambala, like north?
I think it's
right.
I think it's to the west.
It's Talum's duty to report to Camp Vengeance. As a member of the Order of the Gauntlet, he's obligated to do that.
And they'd be good allies to us if we can convince them of our good intentions.
Yeah, Camp Vengeance.
So skip Camp Righteous and go to Camp Vengeance.
Oof. Okay. Yeah.
We can do both because they're technically, well, they're almost within a day of each other.
Tori also is from like this area around here in the jungle as well, and I know he's not here, but he may want to stop by and see some of his tribe members.
Let's go to Camp Righteous. I mean, we'll lose a day or two, but I think it's worth it. There might be some clues there, and people want to go there.
Well, it's 4 squares per day, and we have 3 days, and that's 16 squares to get to Camp Righteous.
Man up and don't rest. Then we can get there sooner.
Okay.
It's dry and sunny today, so you don't have to worry about any rain or any strong winds. Should be smooth sailing, smooth flying. Alright, so you're currently in this hex, and do you guys just want to go like northwest for the 4 hexes today?
Yep.
Okay. Just gonna check a couple of things, how this journey goes. There's no real threats that you can think of apart from maybe some terrafolk or something like that, or other flying creatures. You guys travel 4 hexes today, and this is like a full day of flying. You're basically pushing yourselves to your absolute limit. As you fly over the jungle, you pass over the River Oolong, and you do have to stop every 3 hours and take a rest. So the 10 hours of flying is more like 13 hours. So it's non-stop all day. Flying. During the times that you do stop, you have to land down in the jungle and just recuperate. And every time you do so, you probably have something to eat and drink some water, stay hydrated and whatnot. And yeah, you have just a smooth day of flying. As you pass over the River Oolong, you notice a lot of the trees here look particularly dried up or dead. The lush green canopy that you're flying over, it starts to look a bit more wilted. You can see some patches of the jungle that the trees are just they're dying, and according to the map, this is undead territory. You can imagine all of the undead just corrupting the jungle here, destroying the environment. You do see some large brackish pools of water that could easily be like a mass grave for several zombified animals or humanoids. You do see a couple of zombies here and there milling about. They're barely noticeable, and yeah, you guys can see out 2 hexes in every direction. So yeah, you've got a broad view of the surrounding area as you're flying. You have to actually stop now, unless you wanted to push on.
Mechanically, what would that entail?
So, if you want to do a forced march, you have to make a Constitution save.
I'm down if you guys are.
You're also going to need more water as well. It's nighttime, but yeah, I'd say at nighttime as well, you will need to actually try and use some survival skills as well to head in the right direction, because it's pitch black.
So let's not risk it then, if it's gonna, because if we get lost again, it's not gonna help us.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I'm still kind of all for risking it. We get to Camp Righteous in 4 days. That's incredible.
We should get nearer the end though. At least we can't go too wrong.
That's fair. All right.
If you do a forced march, you'll be able to travel another 10 miles. No, another 2 hexes, 20 miles. You get another 2 hexes.
Ho. All right, guys.
Yeah,
back on board.
It could be 2 hexes in the wrong direction, and then
Let's roll those dice.
Like the next morning, you're like, oh, it's Curse of Ball.
If you guys are against it, we won't do it. It's all good.
Artists.
Alright. It's okay for the barbarian.
So you guys have just been flying along with these massive wings, and it leaves your hands free as well, which is pretty handy. And artists, you guys have just kind of stopped, and you're just flapping your wings, just treading air above the jungle canopy. It's already nighttime, like it's already night has fallen, it's pitch black outside. And artist says, I would be inclined to continue to travel if you're able to, Don't worry about getting lost. Don't forget, I have this. And he pulls out bookmark, and it starts to glow. It lets off a soft blue glow, like a light cantrip. The blade is illuminated, and like a nightlight. And he just rests it in the palm of his hand. He kind of puts a bit of spin on it, and it starts spinning around, like on the cross guard, on the open palm of his hand. And then it kind of stops, and it starts slowly pointing due north. I'll be able to guide us through the night, as long as you can keep up. I assure you, we won't get lost.
It sounds like a challenge, old man.
I am concerned for dragon bait. To be honest, those days when you went to Nangalore, I went out searching in the jungle for him to see if I could find any sign of him. But no, I just found that Undril character. I am hoping that he's head to Oralunga. I have few friends left in this world. He is one of them. If I lost him, I don't know what other reason I'd have to go on, apart from stopping this death curse as well. But I need to give some meaning to my life.
You have Orion.
Yeah, no.
Ouch.
I think he's already spoken for by this Ragda character.
Alright.
By many people.
The question is, do you trust me? I'll admit, I'm slow to trusting strangers. However, I'm starting to put my faith in you all. I believe together we can do this. We can find the source of this death curse. We can stop it.
Okay, if you want to attempt it, fine. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
You've been a fantastic ally so far, trustworthy and stalwart. Lead on.
I may be new to flying, but this isn't the first time I've been high.
This guy's chill.
Okay. You guys do a forced march, so you're flying and overexerting yourself by not sleeping, basically. And Artis will stop on the hour, every hour, and check bookmark to make sure you guys are still heading in the right direction. He does still need a survival check, so I'm just going to see how he does with that. He needs to do a navigation check, I should say. He's a good navigator from what you guys have seen. You wouldn't think that he's going to get lost very easily. Why is the thing
Heard that before.
There we go. And yeah, he crushes it. As you guys are traveling through the night, I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
There we go.
Morning has broken, and it's just an astonishing view as you see the sun rise over the horizon. There's a slightly cool wind also washing by you at this altitude. It's refreshing to experience this in the morning, because your mornings have been filled with intense heat and humidity. You've probably always been feeling disgusting, absolutely covered with jungle filth. So there's nowhere to actually stop and kind of splash your face with some water or anything. You do need to consider water today though, because obviously you haven't been able to set up a rain catcher. Water, your water skins are empty. Victor, you're feeling a bit tired and you suffer a level of exhaustion. That means disadvantage on ability checks. Artis as well, he's looking like shit. He's got tired eyes, but He tries not to show it, and he just says to you all, "See? I told you we wouldn't get lost. We're on track." And when you guys look out to the north, you can actually kind of make out Firefinger due north. But that's not all that you can see. The weather is rainy, so it's actually refreshing. You guys fly under the cloud. You're flying like well under the clouds, and you guys get kind of drenched, and you'll stop and fill up your water skins by setting up your rain catchers. There's something you can spot as you're planning this morning's journey. Yeah, you've just landed in this undead territory because you're basically forced to. You've got to get water and whatnot. It's still like just a thick jungle, dense jungle all around you. You can see some large pools of brackish water with like massive bones jutting out of them, like that of a dead dinosaur, giant dead dinosaur. And yeah, the air kind of reeks of death. It's not very nice. You can see corpses as well. There is like when you kind of step forward to head around behind a tree to do your business or whatnot, you may step on like a desiccated corpse. Your foot will go straight through the disgusting desiccated chest of some sort of humanoid. Mud will cake your boots. It is filthy here. The water would be disease-ridden, but water is running through the jungle canopy, and you collect enough in your rain catchers to fill up all your water skins. As you plot your journey, you guys take just a quick breather, short rest. You fly up and you look around, and there is something that you see. It's about 20 miles to the west, some sort of landmark. It stands out. It looks like a large hedge, you could say, in a clearing, surrounded by a pool of water. And you can make out some monument. It's a statue. Artist points that out. It looks like some sort of lizard or something, but it's an edifice. An artist says, "Do you see that?"
What is it? Do you know?
"I don't know. It's like out in the middle of nowhere."
Oh, I really want to go check that out.
Isn't this... Well, no, you said it was west. I was gonna say, is it Orlanga around here, but you said it was west.
Yeah, it's Orlanga is west of Mabala.
Can you ping which hex it's in, Seb?
It's pretty much on the way you guys are going. It's 2 hexes northwest, about 20 miles northwest. You can just see it. You don't see it in that level of detail. You see like a small kind of dome-shaped edifice surrounded by a ring of what looks like a hedge.
I mean, it's essentially on the way, right? We have to go by it anyway, so we might as well check it out, right, guys?
It is a cool looking building, so yeah.
Yeah!
Could be the remnants of some sort of lost civilization. I didn't think anyone would live out here. Hey, your friends could be there. Maybe Dragonbait's there. Maybe they know something about the death curse. Maybe Alessandra is there. That's just wishful thinking. Alright. We should be able to get there by noon. I'm excited.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, you guys fly through till noon. And yeah, it's nice to not have to fight your way through the denizens of Chult and go where you guys want to go. There's no denying that. You can still see a broad view of 20 miles out in every direction, and it's basically just a jungle canopy. Whoops. You get a bonus hex because I accidentally deleted one. But at the same time, yeah, you're also uncovering areas of Chult that have never been navigated before. Alright, you're coming in quite close to this structure now. And You're just 500 feet away. And as you've got closer, you start to see all the detail that was shown in the handout that I just showed you guys before. And you see this exterior hedge. It's a 20-foot high wall of vines. And it seems to bristle with thorns. And you can actually see some zombies. Or completely dead zombies that have been skewered on these giant thorns that are sticking out of what looks like a maze. Now, the maze is open to the sky. The edifice is within this maze. So, what's the plan? Do you want to just fly over the top of the maze and head on in, scoot down to the building?
From an overhead view, does it look like the maze?
It's not
Can
very
you do like
wide.
a religion check or something to connect this to Ubtao, perhaps?
Yeah. You could make a religion check. Actually, I mean, you don't need to make a religion check. Obviously, Ubtao's symbol is a maze. Whether or not this is dedicated to Ubtao, you can't be sure. It's made of thorns though, and Ubtao's symbol is usually carved on stone.
Gotcha.
It could be a coincidence, or it could have some sort of correlation. The actual maze is like the entire locale itself is about 150, 180 feet in diameter. So about 350 across. It's a circular maze. The viney hedge itself of the maze is about 40 feet wide. And then you can see this dome-shaped structure. It is surrounded by a pool of water. And you can see what looks like little reed huts on an embankment. Several of them, kind of hugging the interior of the maze wall.
I'm going to use 3 sorcery points to cast Mage Armor with the boost to...
Okay. That gives you like a full 24 hours? 16 hours?
16 hours.
Yeah. It's like a whole day. You don't have to cast it twice. Alright, so you only see minor details. It does look like there are some colorful creatures moving around inside this place. They are very small, kind of humanoid, bright colors, yellows, greens.
Let's fly down closer and investigate.
Alright, do you guys want to fly like to like over the top of the maze and down inside?
Yes.
Yeah, so we can stay above the maze, then we can just sort of see the center.
Alright, something bizarre happens.
Yeah.
As you fly over the top of the maze, it seems to kind of change configuration. You can see all these twisting pathways cutting through the maze. And you experience this strange sense of vertigo. And the entire maze shifts. And it's almost as if these vines kind of sprout up and around you, even though you're like 100 feet above the maze. And before you know it, you find yourselves in the maze. It's a 20-foot high wall. It's open to the sky. And you can just see this large, massive, twisting vines. I'll go on over to the map for you guys. Artist turns to you guys and says, what the hell? It's almost as if the maze dragged us into it. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea after all.
This reminds me of when we first went to Curse of Ball. We those who had wings said something about, doing this the tough way rather than the easy way of just flying over it. We have to earn our way to the center, I'm guessing.
Maybe. Or maybe we're trapped. Oh no, wait, we're not trapped. Look, there's the exit. And like, about 20 feet away from you, you literally just see the exit. It's just open out to the jungle. Alright, we'll go to the map now. It's daytime, so everything's all bright, sunny. It's, oh yeah, the weather today is, sorry, it's not sunny. It's bright, but it's not sunny. It's heavy rain. Very heavy rain today. Pissing down. So you're in this maze. This is the exit. And don't forget, everyone has a flying speed of 30 feet.
Millhouse, I know you'll be astonished at this, but we got sidetracked.
Amazing.
Alright, Millhouse has flown ahead to tell you that Talum is indeed coming with Undril. Undril's just slowing him down. So, hopefully he'll stop by here. He's not far behind Millhouse, actually. So, yeah, through this opening in the maze wall, you just see these 20-foot high thorn walls constituting a maze. So it'll be up to you guys to try and navigate that.
Are we still on day 1? Or is this day 2?
This is of wings. You're on day 2 now.
So have I still got my exhaustion, or is that gone?
Yep, you've got the exhaustion. So does Artis. This is like that same morning. Yeah, this is like midday on that same day. So everyone has these giant feathery wings sprouting out of their backs.
So to catch you up, Millhouse, we've gone like 6 sexes. We pushed through the night and went like midday through day 2 of our wings. We found this really cool structure, and there's a maze, and we tried to fly over it, and now we're at the entrance of the maze, and we're just trying to decide whether to go in the maze and try to look at stuff, or just leave and continue on.
And yeah, Millhouse, I will need you to make a Constitution saving throw because you haven't slept from the night before. You've been flying non-stop. Force march.
Welcome to the game.
Welcome. Make a Constitution save. You've been dealing with lack of sleep just fine, Millhouse.
Well, I might just fly on ahead and find some party members like up ahead, because I don't think you guys are ever going to make it to where you're supposed to go.
Hey, it's on the way, alright? We don't know what's in there. There could be our lost allies. My wife could be in there. She likes fancy buildings like that. Who knows?
Or they could not. And we could continue.
It was Orion's idea.
It was Orion's idea.
Okay, hold up now. How about we just spend a little time trying to get through the maze? If it's too difficult, we'll fly out, and we'll continue on.
Why don't we just fly over the maze in the first place?
We tried that.
That's how we got in it.
Teleported here.
So what in the world makes you think we can just fly out?
Well, if the magic of this place holds, we could try to fly out. It'll teleport us to the beginning of the maze, and we'll walk out.
Chances are they just won't let us fly out.
Well, let's test it. I'll go forward like a few steps, and I'll try to fly. I'll try to fly up.
All right, when you fly up, Orion, you can start to see all these twisted vines shift, and you kind of see above the top of the maze wall, and then it just kind of shifts around you, and you see all these twisting vines surround you in a circle, and you feel them closing in on you, and then as they get closer and closer, you just experience this strange sensation, vertigo, and you're just back with everyone else. It appears that the maze will not allow you to fly over the top.
All right. Well, I'd call that successful. Kind of.
Out of a sample size of 1, you're gonna call that immediately?
How about we stop wasting time and make a decision? I say we do the maze.
I mean, we're here now. I might as well do the maze.
Ah,
So
yeah.
your decision to stop wasting time is to waste more time.
Yes.
We're going to have to move quickly. Remember what we saw? The configuration of the maze. It was shifting.
Right.
One person should lead and we should follow them.
We're both
I'm leading. Alright.
If you go backwards, goddammit.
I'm exhausted.
I've led. We've done the maze. We've exited it.
No, let's go.
Congratulations.
Get your ass up here, Millhouse.
I vote this one.
No. We're not doing the maze.
Come on. Adventure.
No.
Clues.
We're on a time limit here.
Well,
A
this won't
very
take us too long.
Stringent time limit.
We're fine. We went 60 miles today. That's more than you've journeyed your entire journey.
I don't know if that's
And look,
true.
we're gonna waste it all by sitting here
Come on.
doing nothing of use.
Alright, we'll just
Adventure.
sit there, doing nothing of use,
Hey.
and we'll do the maze real quick.
What if the source of the death curse lies beyond those maze walls and we just fly on right by it?
Chances are very strong it's not.
But there is a chance. What if your comrades are in there? You know, the ones that you've probably never even met? What about Hugh? I heard of this great man named Hugh Hackenstone. What if he's in there? What if some sort of horrible creatures have him captive? They're poking him with spears.
No, he would have already finished this maze immediately. So there's no way he's in here.
Unless we lost his other arm.
I don't think Q's effectiveness relies on his arms.
Come on. Be an adventurer.
I am. I'm doing what we're supposed to be doing.
We need to wait for the rain catchers to fill up anyway. Oh, look, we'll set the rain catchers up, collect our water. That takes about an hour. We'll be back by the time they're full.
No.
Quick 15-minute adventure.
No
Hey.
more sidetracking.
Come on.
You didn't get guns like these from not adventuring, alright? Hey!
Even
Hey,
your
hey.
purple wants to come.
What happened to the big agreement to immediately fly to where we're supposed to go?
We did that.
This is on the
No,
way.
we
no.
didn't.
This
We're
is
not
on
there yet.
My wings are really tired, man. I got to rest them for a little bit. And doing this brain puzzle will rest my wings. And then we can continue on.
As long as we don't fly for the night again.
You
So
want-
otherwise
Yeah, we do need to rest, you know. We can only fly so many hours before we need to rest our wings. He's got a
Alright.
point.
Alright, let's rest out here and not get lost in the maze.
Coward.
But it's right here.
Yeah, but where we are is not where we're meant to be going.
How do you know? You don't know that for sure.
It's guys, look, it's day. We're halfway through like
Alright,
the time limit
Millhouse.
here.
I can see that you're the only one not convinced by this, so I'm going to give you an ultimatum. We're going in. You are welcome to join us, or you can go by yourself.
Well, I've got somebody
Wait.
here that will agree with me now.
Hey, Talon.
Howdy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, oh, that's a good sound.
Whoa. Tell
Oh,
him.
jeez, no.
I didn't realize you're a heavy smoker, tell him.
Your mic is the most crackling.
Alright, so tell him you've got the ability to fly now. Yeah, it's better.
Okay.
And you guys have left Curse of Baal. You're headed towards Camp Vengeance, Camp Righteous, so you can report. You and Millhouse actually stopped by and picked up Undril, where he was right where Artis had found him. So you guys have just been like carrying him across the jungle, and you kind of caught up to the rest of the party now. You also need to make a Constitution save, Talon, because you haven't slept from the night before.
what did you guys do?
Look, let's roll
look,
a maze.
look, they gave me an explanation, but I'll explain it in very simple terms.
No.
They want to get lost in this maze.
We traveled 6 squares within 1 day. This was on the way to where we were going, so we stopped to come and look because it was a cool looking building. And now there is a maze, and I think we should investigate them because it was on the way to where we were going.
Yep.
Think about this, Millhouse. This is a maze, right? Imagine what's on the other side of the maze. It must be amazing.
Haha.
Okay, I'm down as well, since that pun was actually so bad that I don't want to hear it again.
Then you don't want to be in the maze if you don't want to hear more maze puns.
Come on, Millhouse.
You're the only one.
We may be amazed.
All right, buddy. You've done your duties. Please stop.
Alright, Talon, so you found Undril. He was like a blubbering mess. And he was being looked after by these strange, like vegetable people, is how you describe them. They look like little fungal growth sort of creatures. And they're in company of Wakunga's brother, who's been living out there in the wilderness. So you thank Wakunga's brother, and you've taken Undril, and you've just been carrying him as he's been flying. What's your strength score, Talon? He may have had to drop
14.
some of his stuff.
Oh, I actually don't think I still have so much rations, but like I was caring for somebody else, but I have no idea how much we're at now.
Yeah, he had some stuff as well. He's actually eaten a lot of his supplies. Yeah, you can carry him. He doesn't really have a whole lot on him anyway. So he's been living with the veggie pygmies. Anyway, you guys are all here now. You're at the entrance of this maze, and the maze is enclosing this majestic-looking building. The maze walls consist of thorns and bristles, 20 foot high, twisting vines that magically shift as you move through them. So Artis suggests someone leads, because they're moving quickly.
So yeah, I'm going this way.
Alright, Petra, you start moving through these twisting vines, and make me a survival check, Petra. As everyone follows. Hey, wait!
Oof.
You, each check that I ask you to make represents 1 minute. At the end of the minute, Petra, you see like an opening just around the corner here, and suddenly it just cuts you off. It turns into a dead end automatically. Vines just spread out from that wall and close off that area.
Interesting. Right, so I guess there's only one way to go.
It's easy then.
So, someone with a better survival, go through here.
Haha, I will give it a try.
Follow Orion. Go for it, Orion. Alright, you managed to travel through the maze. You can go move and check it out.
Cool.
Follow Orion. Look, he's doing stuff. And Orion, I need you to make a perception check.
Alrighty.
So I want to make note, Talon. Something they might not have told you. You can't just fly out of this maze either.
Alright, everyone keep following Orion. Let's go. As you're moving, you can see that it's like the maze doesn't want you to solve it. It starts twisting and changing configuration. But Orion, you actually like kind of beat it by moving quickly and ushering everyone through these different intersections. Everyone's using their wings as well, so you're just flying, except for Undril. Ah! Undril just suddenly screams out as he's following you, Talon, and you turn around and there's just a pit. Ah! He's fallen into a pit trap. Ah! Ah! There's spikes!
Can I get him out?
Yeah, it's you go over and it was a very cleverly concealed pit. It's only 5 feet wide, and you see him kind of impaled on all of these wooden stakes. And he's looking a bit injured. He's definitely been hit by quite a few of these stakes. But he's okay. I think I'm alright. I just... I got stabbed.
You should be a little bit careful, and as I get him out of the...
Alright, he only got a few scrapes on him. Luckily, like, he avoided being completely impaled by all these wooden spikes. It's burning! I think there's poison on them! And you just extend your arm down and you're able to, like, he's able to reach your arm, you pull him out. Who's leading the way? Hey, look out for the spike pits!
Sorry.
Alright, you've started to beat the maze so far, Ryan. Roll another survival check.
Alrighty. Yo.
Ooh.
Alright, you're just hammering it. You're beating the maze at every twist and every turn. You're moving all quickly. And suddenly, everyone hears this throaty croak. It's both lusty and forlorn. Seems to be coming from all around you, though. I don't know what it was about that croak, but I'm kind of turned on.
Alright, Artis. I'm pretty sure you're married.
I can't help it. It was just so lusty. Doing good. And make another survival check, Orion. Alright, all of a sudden, just as you're traversing the maze so well, you come to an intersection, Orion, and you think you need to go southwest. However, vines just burst out in front of you, cutting that path off, leaving you with only one direction to go.
It's kind of cheating. Why don't you hack at it?
I don't know. It's a magic maze. I kind of don't want to piss it off.
Yeah, but I don't think up is the way to go.
Well, it's the only way we can go, so let's keep moving.
Can I investigate the vines that came out, like, to see if they, can be chopped or something?
They look like vines, so vines can be chopped. Do you want to try and chop them?
Well, I do it from 10 feet away.
Alright. You hack at them, Talon, and you do cut through them.
Oh, you see?
And more seem to just sprout up from behind them. You hack away some more. More sprout up behind them. All of a sudden, Orion, as you turn the corner, you're being yelled at with a spear pointed in your face from this small, green, amphibian humanoid. Several of them.
I don't know what you're saying. Please don't point a spear at me.
You can see this residue on the tip of the spear. It looks like some sort of poison. And they look kind of angry. There's about 7 of them. They're only about 3 feet tall. They look like frogs. Very vibrant, tropical green skin. Little black patches.
I think that might be their home.
What did you say about my mother? Hey, what? What do you want? Hey Petra, do you know languages and stuff?
No, I can't say that I do.
Okay. Oh,
I think it's
okay.
staying back.
Got it. Yep, going back. I'm going. Hey, do you know the center of the maze? Center, the big stone center.
They
Okay,
charge you,
alright.
Just laughing at you, Ryan,
trying
getting
to
attacked by
hit
frogs.
you with the spear. They start jumping up and down, bouncing like frogs, and a fight breaks out. You seem to have aggravated them. Artist just says, "What the hell are they saying? Sounds like they're saying bark, bark. Maybe we need the dog. Doggo!"
It's not a dog.
Artist draws his longbow and yells to you, Orion, "Bring them back! If they try to spear you, I'll shot them. Let me know, shoot them."
Sure, I got you.
Undril runs forward. "What do you want me to do, master? My lordship." He asks you, tell him. "What you'll need of me?" Hello?
Just help out the guys.
How?
That was-
Okay, I'll help out. And then he takes a cloth and he starts polishing your armor. Alright, this grung leaps up into the air. Wong! And he goes straight over the top of the maze. Wong! He lands
that's
down here.
illegal.
And as he's coming down, he does have his spear in hand. And he tries to spear Undril, who's just polishing Talum's armor. And Artis has a readied action, so he's gonna take a shot. He hits, and so does the grung. The grung is quite badly hurt. Stark bright red blood starts to course out from this flesh, this bright green flesh, and the spear actually does hit Undril directly in the shoulder. Ah! And Undril's looking kind of hurt. Oh, it really hurts! It's poison! Wow! This grung just springs over the top of the maze, coming in at Artis. And misses.
Can I assume that I can impale them while they are jumping?
Yeah, he comes into your reach. So with your polearm master, you can attack him.
Boing.
That hits. You drive the halberd up and around and slash through its flesh. Victor.
I've got Spiral with me, so he's not an initiative. Shall I roll for him now?
Did you want to have him out?
No, I'll just have him on my shoulder for now.
That means he's out.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll have him out then.
You can keep him in a pocket dimension as well. Alright, you can. I'll roll him in for you. And yeah, he can be on your shoulder. He's gonna go straight after you.
Annoyingly. Right. Okay, so I'll just have him go up in the sky then, so he's out of reach. I'm just gonna shoot this the one by Orion.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
He
Sharpshooter.
Okay. It looks like he's got total cover because of the maze wall. You can move there.
Okay, there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That hits.
Well, okay.
And you just impale the little grung, put an arrow straight through his chest, pin him to the ground.
My soul bonus action dodge.
Okay. Artis yells out at this stage, "Damn it! There's nothing seductive about these little creatures!" Spiral.
Yeah, I'm gonna have Spiral do a flyby on this one and land back on my shoulder again.
Okay. Spiral leaps up from the perch of your shoulder, flutters its feathery wings in the grung's face, and perches back on your shoulder. Bark, bark, bark! Bark, bark! I want back in the rock! And the grung actually leaps at Spiral and he tries to spear Spiral. And Spiral vanishes.
Damn it again.
Is Spiral an owl?
Yeah.
Yes.
This
Owls don't provoke opportunity attacks, do they?
No.
They don't. They're quite large animals as well. So yeah, it definitely annoyed that grung by getting up in its face. This grung leaps forward into the place of the fallen one, straight at Orion. And misses. Orion.
I will stab the one that just got close to me. Reckless.
That hits it. Just glances the grung slightly.
I'll try again.
And again, it only just catches the slimy flesh of the grung.
I am going to toll this one that's next.
And its flesh becomes dry and it just wilts and it withers. Dead.
And I will move behind Artist.
As you move there, Petra, suddenly this wall, it just it unravels.
Huh.
Wow! This grung leaps through the air, and yeah, they can jump really high, just like a frog. He tries to spear you, Orion, and he misses you. Millhouse.
And I will use a firebolt on that one.
That hits. It slams into the grung and burns it to the ground.
I can't really see it, but can Sonic hit it from around the corner?
No, the grung's got total cover from the maze wall.
He will just be dodging them.
Alright, these grung actually, they change their demeanor. And this one leaps over here. and it looks around to see 3 dead grung laying on the ground. And it holds up its hands in a gesture of surrender. Look up! Look up!
Look up?
Look up! Look up! Ning ning! Ning ning! Look up! And they surrender. Or at least they don't want to fight anymore. What do you guys do?
Oh, they surrender. They surrender.
Yeah.
Right.
Get out of here. Go away. Shoot.
I didn't do anything either way, so.
Yeah, you stabbed one in the air.
Yeah, you hit one. Alright, the grung, they keep on saying this. Look up! Look up! Go. And,
Can I? Oh.
yeah?
Can I try to see, like, maybe from gestures or something, what they actually mean?
You can make an insight check at disadvantage. Their body language is not very helpful.
Yep.
Can I try as well?
Sure. You guys have got no idea what they're saying. There is one thing that you can take from this, though, is they seem to want to lead you through the maze. Look up!
Sure.
Sure. Orion?
Okay.
They start hopping away. They don't seem to care about the other fallen grung either. They just leave them there. Look up!
There's no way this ends badly. Come on, guys.
And then they start pointing to the wall. Look up! Look up! Look up! Look up! Look up! They say very clearly.
Rook up.
Look up! Look up!
Petra, do you have any idea?
Maybe he's saying to look at the wall.
Okay.
Look up! Suddenly,
I-
the wall just like opens up.
Whoa.
The maze wall parts, and through the opening, you see a small lake surrounded by reed huts and ferns and lily pads. And rising up from this flat island in the middle of the lake is a 60-foot tall shrine made of painted mud bricks shaped in the likeness of a giant frog. Dang Grang Lang! Dang Grang Lang! Dang Grang Lang!
Oh, is it the name of your city, town, temple?
Dang Grang Lang!
Maybe he's saying step forward. Oh, maybe it's that. Dung Grand Lung.
I kind of gesture to forward, like, do you mind if I...
Glock! Rook up! They say again, and they point you in this direction.
So rook up and then point to this direction.
Rook
Maybe it's
up!
Step in?
maybe it's something we're supposed to say.
I'll say it then. Rook up.
Rook up!
I look up.
Alright, as you guys, you look up and you see the sky. It's raining. You get rain on your face. You don't see anything when you rook up. So, what's everyone else doing? The grung start trying to point everyone along. Like they want you guys to go through. And if you don't want to go through, Millhouse or Victor, they are starting to push you.
These are the guys that were just trying to kill us a moment ago, right?
No
Yeah.
downside. Come on.
Alright, they don't go through the maze with you. And they push you some more Millhouse. They push you into the mains, like into the interior. Unless you resist.
Well, there's no room. Everybody's standing in the way.
There's plenty of room. Alright,
I don't know.
as you guys all step in, that maze wall just magically closes behind you all, trapping you inside. And you look out to see all of these reed huts lining the embankment, tropical plants, large cages, and grung. Bright green grung, as well as bright yellow grung with black splatches on their faces. They are swimming around the water. They also carry spears. Some of them have bows, and they wade along the ground. They wade along in the water, like doggy paddling with their legs while leaving their hands open to have the bows. And all of a sudden, like some of these yellow grungs, they start to swim up and they yell at you all. And a heap of grung just burst out of this reed hut. They start yelling at you guys, pointing spears in your faces. More of them emerge from another hut. And you get surrounded by tons of them. What do you guys do?
I raise my hands.
I'm gonna say what they were telling us, rook up.
Rook up? Rook up? Ah. Rook up. And then the grung just, one of them waves you guys over in a gesture that it wants you to follow them.
Okay. That was a wild call.
Nice call.
How deep is this water?
It's pretty murky. You're unsure. You can just fly over the top though.
Oh yeah, we have wings.
Wait, are you on? Can you carry me?
Yep.
Oh, thank you. I don't know how to swim. Alright, you follow this grung.
Kind of inconvenient.
You probably don't expect anything more of him from his performance so far. Alright, you come around to the entrance of this structure. There's a set of stone steps leading up into a rectangular opening. There is a balcony overlooking a pool of water.
So we can fly over this, can't we?
Yeah, you can fly. Everyone has a fly speed of 30 feet. So, the interior of this shrine, the grung points you to, like, go in there, basically. So the interior is just this one large hollow room. And just inside the entrance, there is a clear pool of water. This water is so clear that you can clearly see the ground. It ranges in a depth from 2 to 5 feet. It's deeper here, shallower up to the north. It's kind of angled a little bit. You see this phosphorescent fungi illuminating the pool with soft, dreamy hues. And there are a heap of short, frog-like humanoids of different colors fussing with the fungi, tossing flower petals into the pool. There are these blue grung, there is a red grung, there is a gold grung, and a yellow grung. And at the back of the shrine is this elevated semicircular basin of water 10 feet high. Wallowing in the basin is a grung with gold skin. It's the only grung with gold skin that you've seen. And he has this like fancy feathered golden headdress. And there's an orange skinned grung perching nearby, short bow at the ready. And you feel like this must be like the king of the grung. Back up! Get up! Starts yelling at you guys.
So yeah, I'll repeat the same rook up.
Gotta cook, back to the cackle, cook, crook, gotta cook. Gotta cook.
I guess that doesn't work.
Gotta cook.
Tom, do you speak common by any chance?
The orange-skinned grung starts speaking to you. And hops up onto the balcony. Starts speaking to you guys.
I'm not trying to be rude. I honestly don't speak your language.
Hops over the top of you guys and lands here.
It would be very convenient if one of our mages would know tongues.
And Crook invites you guys over to a hovel. Hopped in this direction, gesturing you guys to follow. Garabolo! The king speaks to you, and it sounds like the king's not too happy with you guys from his tone. The grung start pointing spears at you guys if you loiter. Alright, I'm moving. Gee. And then Crook starts speaking to you guys some more. And takes a box from outside this hut. It's a wooden box. Small box that can fit in the grung's hands. Opens it up and it's full of makeup.
Okay.
You see these various brushes and pots full of different pigments and makeups. And looks around at all of you.
Does he look like he has any makeup on in a particular pattern?
He doesn't have any makeup on. Victor, are you meaning to stay there? Because if you are, then these grung are gonna stab you with spears.
Sorry, my son was. Where's everyone gone?
Over here.
Sorry, my son's asking for a drink.
Okay. I just wasn't sure if you wanted to stay there or not. But if you do, then you feel like they're gonna attack you. Suddenly, Crook pulls out a ring. And, it's a fine looking ring. It looks magical. And the keystone has like a grung's head. Like Crook's offering it to one of you guys. Maybe you, Petra.
I will go ahead.
Ryan puts it on.
Offers it to Petra.
I will go ahead and put it on.
Doesn't give it to you. Snatches it back. And then points to the makeup. Like holds this box up to you.
So I will put on, I guess, the makeup.
Starts doing all these hand gestures and grabs your hand, Petra, very quickly. And then quickly takes its hand back. That brief moment that you touch the grung's skin is poisonous. You need to make a constitution save. You resist the grung's poisonous skin, but your hand starts to kind of sting a little bit. And Crook takes you inside. Takes you in this little hut. And it's a very simple reed hut. It's got a mud floor there's a wooden seat, you could call it that, and just offers you to sit down in the seat and starts putting the makeup on you.
Yeah, I'll do so.
Okay. Alright, while that's happening, that's going to take a little while. What's everyone else doing? You can see these Grung warriors are just watching you guys with short bows at the ready. And Artis just turns to everyone. What the fuck is going on here? Says. What the hell is this?
You know,
You
I
wanted
think
this. You all wanted this.
I feel better for knowing what's here, and maybe we'll get a clue. You never know. What's it been? Half an hour? We should be fine, Millhouse.
Why is everyone in Chult so obsessed with makeup, though?
Couldn't tell you.
Because our Kokra, the temple where they just mashed us with makeup.
Well, it's ritualistic. There's war paint, and
We're on
it has a different
quest-
meaning.
We're on a quest to save thousands of people. So I'm really glad that we're taking the time out so Petra can get a makeover here.
It's half an hour, dude. It's fine.
What happened to your earlier tune of, we've wasted so much time, we cannot afford to waste the time these wings give us?
Well, that's a fair point. But we're kind of committed now, so we'll just wait here for a little bit. Hopefully these frogs will Grung will give us a clue, and then we'll move on.
You can't understand a word they're saying.
I'm hoping Petra will in a little bit, because, I don't know, there was some magic shit that was happening.
Alright, this
Do you have a
makeup's
better
taken
idea?
a very long time as well, Petra. And it's already like late afternoon, you guys are getting hungry. You've been in there for like you guys can all take a short rest at this stage if you need to. I think it's like Undril that really needs to take the rest more than anyone. So
Just a short half hour.
it feels like you guys are going to be here till at least tonight.
Shit. Well. Whoops.
I'm not gonna say I told you so. I'm just gonna say you're all retarded.
Well, if we get a lead, it'll be worth it.
Alright, it's starting to become sunset. Petra's still in there. Petra, you're being all painted up and your hands are green. You know that much. You're not sure what you look like.
Petra, you okay?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Alright, night falls. You guys have been waiting for several hours. And there are a heap of torches. Fiery torches that are lit up in different areas around this Grung village. And the rain's actually eased up and it's still lightly raining, but it's nighttime now and you guys starting to wonder why Petra's taken so long. Finally, Petra stands out. She comes out of the hovel.
Oh shit! What'd you do with Where's Petra?
She looks like a tall Grung.
Well, I'm glad we've given the king of this place another concubine. So, congrats, team. We've done it.
Ning ning! Ning ning! Alright, when Crook says ning ning, I want everyone to make a religion check.
Watch me, nay nay.
Alright, Millhouse Petra. From some studies that you did about like Chult gods before you came here on this expedition, you remember reading about these 9 ancient gods that worked alongside Abteo that originated from Chult. Each one was represented by a different creature. They're like a dreamtime story. They may not necessarily be real. They could just be, explanations as to how these creatures came to be. For example, why the crocodile is aggressive towards man, or why the frog jumps, something like that. And Nang Nang is the name of one such creature, represented as a grung. To these grung, Nang Nang would probably be their ultimate deity, the one that they revere, maybe their creator. And you feel like you've been dressed up to look like Nang Nang.
Okay.
That's useful.
Nang 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 Nang.
Okay. Do you have the ring, Petra?
I don't know, do I?
No, she hasn't given you the ring. The makeup must be magical as well, because it's not just like she's put makeup on Petra and she now kind of looks like a frog. She literally looks like a 5 foot tall grung. Like,
Oh.
it's uncanny.
I look beautiful.
Right.
We can discuss that another time.
So many grung have emerged from their hovels, and you can see these tall reed torches sticking up out of the water, and a heap of grung are gathering at this shrine. It's as if some sort of event is about to take place. Ring, 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 ring. Crook starts leading you back towards the shrine. Ring, ring.
Does Petra have wings?
The wings are not visible. You still have
But
them
can
though.
she fly?
Yeah, you can still fly. You guys just don't see them. The magical pigments must have obscured them. Ring, ring. Artist turns to you all. I told you guys this wasn't a good idea to come in here.
Shut up, artist. You're in this with us.
Ring, ring.
What happened to this being amazing?
Ring, ring. And Crook takes you up to this entryway. And inside it's dark, it's pitch black, and you can't see anything, Petra. Like, do you have dark vision, Petra?
I do not.
Yeah, it's pitch black, so you just see this empty area.
Light was a touch spell, right? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to on the balcony, Talon. When you try to go onto the balcony, these warriors like step in front of you. Let go, Carlo.
Oh, okay.
And you feel like casting light. Obviously, they've kept this room dark for a reason. Would probably be very bad. Like, you'd be definitely going against this whatever ceremony they've set up here. Yeah, you feel like if you interfered with it, you'd probably provoke attacks from all of these grung. Like, you'd be, probably dealt with in some sort of manner.
Well, I mean, at least we would get to level up, I think.
So, it's night time. There are fires lit throughout the village. Scores of these common grungs have entered the lake, and they're all watching this shrine. And suddenly, a torch is lit from within the shrine, and you see King Grok. He's wearing this ceremonial garb made of reeds and wild orchids. He awaits you on the steps of this shrine, Ning Ning. He's wringing his rubbery hands with anticipation. And suddenly, Karuk introduces you to King Grog, Ning Ning. What do you do?
Are they telling me to do anything, or?
You can't understand what they're saying. She just introduces you as Ning Ning, though.
So yeah, I'm not being directed anywhere, so I will just take a bow.
Alright, if you want to try and convince King Croak that you're Ning Ning, you can make a deception check. Oh, Ning Ning! Oh, Golokorora! Bakakuo Babakaka! Galakugo Ning Ning! Oh! He does like a humping gesture.
Okay.
Gorokoko! Ning Ning! What do you do, Ning Ning?
I just yell out Ning Ning.
Do you say anything?
I'll yell out Ning Ning.
Alright, you just yell out Ning Ning. Alright, you can, Alright, so, you've managed to convince him that you're Ning Ning. But, now, obviously, you speak. So, you say words that he doesn't understand. So, you actually made your check at disadvantage, Petra. However, disadvantage was good for you. It was a 16. And he's sold that you're Ning Ning at the moment. Oh, Gaku Ning Ning! And he does the humping gesture again. Oh! Crook, like, says, like, scolds him. And then Crook does, like, a little dance. Expecting you to, like, do a dance or something, Ning Ning. What do you do?
I will go ahead and do the same. I will try to copy the dance.
Alright, make a performance check.
Oof.
Terrible. Terrible.
Alright, as you're doing this dance, you're like rubbing some of the makeup off. And Crook like starts to panic because you're just revealing like your non-grung colored flesh. And she like panics. And what are you gonna do, Ning Ning?
Can I try to hide the fact that I rubbed some of it off?
Right. Just before that, what's everyone else doing while they're seeing this?
Just shaking my head in disbelief that we wasted this much time. Just,
Okay.
ugh. I thought this was a thing, and it's just... God.
And
They might have a clue though. They're like, they might have a clue.
Maybe they... We didn't know, alright?
I knew. I fucking knew.
Shut up, Millhouse.
alright, Talon, what are you doing? Hello? Maybe he's AFK. Millhouse, what are you doing?
I'm just contemplating leaving and finding another party that might actually be concerned of safe people.
Alright, Victor, what are you doing?
I've lost my bird and I'm exhausted, so I'm just leaning against the wall.
Okay. None of you guys are gonna help her out? Alright, Ning Ning,
Can you hear me?
oh yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, I was speaking and then I just realized that Discord wasn't reading me again. I mean, what the hell is even going on? Like, is Petra about to get fucked by King Groak?
It's like I said, we're offering Petra up as a concubine.
It does not seem that way, no.
Given his movements, it seems that's exactly what's happening.
Yeah, but when he did that, he got scolded.
Didn't make him stop though.
Well, either way, I guess I just facepalm and go sit on the ladder.
Alright, you get no support from anyone else during this, Petra. So you're on your own. Make a intelligence check for me. With advantage. Oh.
Again, well, actually,
Thank God the advantage was there.
can I use the favored by the gods for this?
Yeah. Yeah, I think you can do that if you fail an ability check, right? No, it's a saving throw. Yeah, you can't use it on save. Yeah, it's ability check, that one. Alright, yeah. You guys are attacked by every single grung in this entire area. You've blown the cover, and King Groke looks at you very angrily, ning-ning. Get a cooker! Everybody ning-ning! Gah! And, yeah, there's about 60 grung here, so I'm gonna roll initiative. But, yeah, you've angered King Groke. He's seen through the deception, and suddenly a heap of these warriors start to swim towards you, and arrows just start getting loosed at everyone, and you're under attack just like that. I have to roll all the different groups of grungs into initiative.
All right, Milhouse, I want to put this on record, okay? This from Orion earns you 1 free I told you so, and the next time we have one of these things, I'll just agree with you, okay? The next one is just 100% you, okay?
It was going well, and then kind of
going well.
Messed it up quite a bit. Didn't help that she didn't have any support from anyone else, but
I
these
had no idea what was happening.
these grung will attack.
I had no idea what was happening.
Fair enough. Obviously, they were trying to paint some sort of illusion that she was Ning. That didn't work.
Yeah, but I didn't know why would they even do that.
We wasted so much time.
Because Ning is their god. As you guys found out with that religion check earlier.
Yeah, but
But that doesn't really
what was the
explain
point? Yeah, exactly.
The point was
Alright,
for them
they're
not to
gonna do a
attack.
charade as their god.
I don't know, maybe, yeah. Maybe they would give a heap of offerings to their god, or something like that. Anyway,
That would have been nice.
that
No, they
is not
can't.
happening now. Now you're just getting attacked. Here comes 6 spears your way, Ning. All these blue grungs just start throwing spears at you. That hits for 8 points of damage. Here comes another one. It's a crit for 11 points of damage. 8 piercing. Sorry. No. 14 piercing and 8 poison. 22 points of damage.
Well then.
Alright, suddenly a spear just hits the fake Ning and puts her straight down. Some grung swim forward and they start tossing spears up towards you, Orion. You've got half cover from the lip of the balcony. Miss. Miss. That one hits you for 10 points of damage. That misses you. Alright, these elite warrior grung that have been watching this entire time. There are 16 of them. And they attack. Some of them are going to start hopping on over though. They're going to start making their way there. I'm going to have them all dash. They start swimming through the water. Alright, they're all the ones that dash. Alright, some of them just hop forward, hop onto this plateau. Wrong. Rush you guys.
Okay, that one I stab. The one with the marker on it because he entered my reach.
Okay. That hits, and you slash the elite warrior grung slightly as it comes towards you. Alright, they're going to attack now. And a lot of them have short bows. This one is actually going to start making this like churring noise. And Talon, Orion, Artis, and Millhouse, and Undril. Everyone within 15 feet make a wisdom saving throw from this guy. Alright, Artis becomes stunned. Orion,
That's harsh.
you become stunned.
Fudge.
Talon and Millhouse succeed from this this chirping sound. Stunned for 1 round till the end of its next turn. And 2 grung fire short bows at you, Talon, from the west. Miss and miss.
Is it just me, or I don't actually see the roll?
Yeah, I just see damage.
Okay.
Yeah, something strange is happening with the character sheet. Oh yeah, why is there no roll? What's going on? Let me see what's happening here.
I was like thinking, how is it a miss?
Oh wait, no, I don't see the roll either. Wait, no, there must be something messing up with the sheet.
Because I'm actually very curious how something can miss me.
Let me see what's going on with these guys' attacks. I honestly don't know why that's not working. Let me
Have you checked the character sheet if it has dice roll set in it? Because that was one of the issues with me. Like the core dice was wrong.
It's right. I just don't understand why it's not working. Let me try again.
Does the rebel weapons
Let
work?
me try a different weapon. Alright, I'll just use a different character sheet. I just need to make a quick macro then. I got no idea why it's not working. Everything is written correctly.
It's just that they didn't want to attack us.
Let's roll.
Maybe it's just like the what you call the, you know, like the Moobot or whatever it was called, the Mogor, that it basically has automatic hits.
One of those arrows hit you for 12 points of damage. And this grung warrior next to you, he tries to hit you with a spear. He's going to attack Artis actually. And Artis is hit. This one attacks Undril with a spear. Misses. Did I make Undril's wisdom save? I don't think I did actually. He's fine. This one attacks you with a spear, Victor. And he hits you for 12 points of damage. And 2 fire short bows. One at Millhouse. And that misses you, Millhouse. Clings off your armor. One at Victor. And that hits you, Victor, for 11 points of damage. 8 piercing, 3 poison. This one attacks Orion with a spear. Miss. And so is the other one. And Orion, you'll hit for 11 points of damage. Alright, you guys are severely outnumbered. There's about 60 grung here. Like, could feasibly be attacking you guys. Victor.
Okay, can I bonus action disengage? Using a key point?
Okay.
Actually, no, I'll bonus action dodge. And then I'll just fly up as far as I...
Okay.
So about, it'll be 40 foot high.
Okay. You've got 30 feet flying speed.
Oh, okay. It's 30 feet high, and then I'll...
Alright,
would
the
that take me-
The grung hits
would
you
that teleport me?
for 11 points of damage as you leave its reach.
Okay, would that put me back to the start of the map?
How high are you flying?
30.
Okay, you fly up 30 feet. And you're now 30 feet above this plateau of rock.
Okay, then I'll shoot down on the one that just hit me.
You're gonna fire?
Oh, does it? What? Does I get teleported back to the start, or?
Nope. You're 30 feet above the plateau. I just
In that case,
can't
I'll
believe that
shoot
you're
him.
actually gonna fight. Okay.
What else can I do?
I would recommend running away.
You got this, Victor.
There's
100%.
Yeah, you're looking around. There's 60 grung. If you fight them, you're gonna die. 100%. There's no way you're gonna win this.
I'm out of there then.
I like your instincts, though.
Yeah, I'll get out of there.
So what do you do?
Or I can fly another 60, another 30 up in the sky, can't I? So I'll go 60 up in the sky straight up.
Okay, you go straight up. As far as you can tell, these things can't see in the dark. Alright, so many grung start emerging. 60 of them. These green-skinned grung. Rah, 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 rah. And the water is just becoming this flurry of splashing green grung. A heap of them start to close in, and they're all going to just be dashing this turn. They grab their weapons, and they've been ordered to attack, obviously, so a heap of them start making their way towards you guys. So many of them. There's more and more just coming from everywhere. Each one of these huts seems to contain about 5 of them, and there are at least 10 huts. Orion, you're stunned. There's nothing you can do. Same with Artis.
Does it wear off at the end of my turn, or am I still stunned?
Still stunned.
Well, shit.
Tell him.
Yeah. Kind of crappy.
Save him, Drew.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Because he can't fly. Alright, I'll Sanctuary on myself. And I fly next to Andrel.
Alright, this grung and this one, they both try to attack you. 16. Success.
Yeah.
Alright, he attacks you with a spear. And you're hit for 11 points of damage. And the other grung tries to attack you. And he's unable to.
Alright. That was what? 15 feet. So I can grab Andrel and I start
use your
flying.
action to grapple him.
That's an action, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Grappling is an action, yeah. And
Yep.
yeah, he just holds. He actually says, "I will protect you. Save yourself."
Oh, don't worry. We will all be able to get away.
He resists you. Make an athletics or an acrobatics check.
Oh boy. Don't be dumb. We can all get out of here.
I'll hold them out. Don't worry. And he's like almost slipping out of your grip. But my lord!
We're okay. Let's just all get out of here, and I fly 10 feet up in the air with him.
How much movement do you have?
No, 30 feet.
So you move 15.
I would move.
Oh, 10.
So I'm, 10 and
Okay.
then 10 feet up.
Okay. Alright, you lift him up. And as you do, this grung's going to try and attack you.
Yeah. Jeez.
He swings his spear at you. And he hits
Yeah.
you for 7 damage.
Yeah. This is fine. Alright, I fly 10 feet up in the air with Andro.
Okay. Hey, let go of me!
And I use Andro as shield and tell him, this is how you, this is how you save me.
Alright, he's going to, just say, I don't understand! I can cover you! And he casts Spirit Guardians. Actually,
Yeah, I'm
no, he can't.
fully
No, he won't. Because he can't see everyone. He can't see Ning Ning, so he's not going to do that.
Yeah.
He's going to cast Cure Wounds on you. And he's going to use a 3rd level slot.
Imagine Spirit Guardians would have just nuked all the ground.
Not necessarily. These elite ones have way more HP, and I don't think he would survive like flurry of blows.
You get 12 points of healing.
The XP from the small ones, though.
Millhouse.
I'm gonna attempt to save Petra. So, how big is this doorway?
It's quite large. It's 20 feet high. It's huge. It's a grand entrance.
So, I'm gonna fly over this elite warrior. That's a tall building then. That's 20. That's a very tall building.
It's not 20 feet. All right. It's 15. It's a 60-foot high building. It's very tall.
Alright. I'm gonna fly
It's big enough
over.
for you to get across. That's at least
I'm
that
gonna
high.
fly over this one here. So I'm up above it. Level 5. 10. I'm gonna healing cure wounds. And of course I keep forgetting Roll20 has changed it for reasons unknown. That's for Petra.
Petra, you open your eyes and you're feeling not very nice. The Grungs have just immediately lanced you when the disguise was revealed.
Then I'll... So I'm flying over Petra's body. So I'll fly 10 feet up. And then one across.
Okay. As you fly up, the orange Grung is going to try and attack you with a dagger. And it misses. And we've got 5 feet left.
Oh, do I? Then I will fly over here. Wait. I need to see.
You're at the very top of the door frame now.
Yeah.
At the lintel.
I will fly up diagonally 5 feet.
This Grung's got an attack on you as well as you leave its reach. And he'll do so with a dagger. Sorry, a spear. He's got a spear. And
I'm going to shield that.
Okay. Alright, cast shield, and the spear bounces straight off.
And I'm going to send Doggo in to... it'll dodge.
Okay.
Dodge. It'll try to get things to attack it instead of everybody else.
Okay. It might just very well be able to draw enough attention to cover your escape. Alright, Nang Nang, you can use half your movement to stand up.
I will do that, then fly 15 feet up, and I'm gonna cure wounds.
You're going to go up inside the building?
No, I'm gonna start heading up 15 feet, I guess, up.
Where are you? Over there? Okay. Keep in mind these things don't have dark vision, so you have that advantage of obscuring yourself in the darkness. If you get up, like, you know, out of their torchlight, then they won't be able to see you. You'll disappear.
Okay, so I will go up, instead of healing myself, I'll go up another 30 feet.
Okay. And, yeah, you get out of the torchlight. Torches let out, 40 feet of light. So you fly up 30, so you're 45. So you're actually now unseen. Alright, the blue grung starts leaping forward. And there's so many of them, they're just jumping over one another. Going to throw some spears at you, Millhouse. Here come a heap of spears. They've got a couple of spears on them. 2 spears each. So they'll probably have to use a different weapon after this. These spears is probably going to bounce off your shield, Millhouse. There's an absolute barrage of them. And they just...
See what happens with armor, fellas.
They bounce off your armor and just all fall to the ground. They say. Alright, it's these elite warriors that you have to worry about. There's a lot of them. 16 in total. And they're all going to start attacking. And they're going to start off with 4 of them throwing spears at Undril. Sorry, shooting short bows at Undril. Here come a barrage of arrows his way. I'm hit! Then at Talon. They'll try to resist. This is these 4 here. One of them fires at you, Talon. And you're hit for 10 points of damage. Another arrow misses Undril. Here comes some more grung elite warriors hopping around the corner. 2 more. One's going to fire at you, Talon. And he's going to have to change his target to Undril. Oh, my lord. I think I'm having arrows stuck in my face. And he gets crit. And it almost kills him outright with that crit. That's how hard he gets hit. He does have an arrow sticking out of his face. He's still kind of just dangling lifelessly in your hands, Talon. And some more grung hop around the corner in this direction. And here comes some arrows at Artis. He gets crit twice. Artis is quite tough, as you guys know. But the grung's attacks are very powerful with the poison.
By the way, Artis isn't on the turn order.
Is he not? Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
is.
is. He's at 10. He's at 10.
Yeah, you should be able to see him. This is going to be at Orion. And this is going to be at Millhouse. Both miss. There's one left. It's going to fire at Millhouse. Miss. Alright, so those of you that are stunned are no longer stunned. But basically all of these grung just... There's an absolute barrage of arrows that is raining down on you guys. Arrows and spears. Victor.
So they can't see me?
You don't think so. You're in pitch blackness.
Okay, so but they've got torches, yeah.
Yeah, they just have like bamboo torches. They let out light to 40 feet. There are
So
many
I'll
of
fly
them. Some of them are sticking up out of the water. There are a couple at the entrance. They're just like flaming torches. Like they're all on Survivor.
So if I can fly up another 30 feet first of all.
Okay. Yeah, you're
Can I see
actually
the top of
like
this?
yeah, you're well above it. It's only 60 feet high, so you're already at the roof. You're well above the
Okay,
roof
so-
now.
Yeah, I'll just like. I've really got to wait for everybody else now, so I'm gonna just fire a couple of arrows down if I can't.
Okay. You'll have advantage because you can see them. They can't see you. You're firing from the darkness above.
Well, the elite ones if I can.
Which one are you attacking?
This one, the closest one.
That hits. You hit him with the arrow, direct hit, and he's a tough son of a bitch. He barely flinches. The arrow
Okay,
hitting
and
him.
I'll war priest him then, and I'll shoot again.
And that's another hit. Another direct hit. The arrow just punctures through his flesh. Like, these guys don't wear armor or anything. They just got very rubbery flesh. And he does look bloodied now.
There's no way we're going to kill these. Okay, and I'll, that's it. That's all I can do.
Yeah, they're tough. They're very tough. Alright, there's so many of these Grung commoners. Many more start to swim around from when this alarm is raised. They come from their hovels. They come from the area in which they were watching. And they don't actually have spears, these guys. They have daggers. So they're going to close into melee. And they're just going to, as many of them as they can, are going to get in with people in melee. Some of them might jump up and attack Talon too. Or they can't reach. They kind of don't really go for Nang Nang. She does look kind of grungish. Most of them can't actually reach, so a lot of this turn is spent with Grung just closing in on you guys. With a dash action. But you can see how many there are. It's like 60 of them. So some of them that did reach you guys will attack with their daggers. And here it goes. They're attacking artists, 2 of them. Oh, this is doing it as well?
Maybe it's just because you got so many under the one turn or whatever.
No, it's something else. There must be something wrong with the character sheet.
I think it's
make a new macro real quick. It doesn't take long. It's weird. No attribute was found for Grung. Okay. Try again. There we go. A couple of them jump up. Their daggers are coated with the same residue that coats their skin. Artis is looking injured. He's just trying to fight them off. He's just come out of this stun-like state. One of them's going to... 2 of them are going to attack you, Orion. The 2 that you're engaged with. And one of them catches you. Oh, or not. I forgot about Doggo down there. Doggo jumps in front of it. And the dagger glances off Doggo's flesh.
Thanks, Doggo.
It's kind of hard to track what's attacking what.
Yeah, it's just a flurry of daggers coming from all around. Then one of them actually tries to throw a dagger at you, Talon, with a ranged attack. But has to change the target to Doggo. And he's hit for 6 piercing damage. Pierces into the side of his frame. Orion.
All right. I will. I'll bonus action a shift for some sweet temp HP. I'll say, everybody good? They're gonna be good. Anybody need any help?
Artist.
He goes after me. He's fine.
I'm alright, let's just get the fuck out of here. I don't know about this nang bullshit. I hope your wedding's not gonna be like this, Orion. Seriously!
Okay.
It's gonna be
And then
exactly like this.
I'll dash just straight up.
I don't know what sort of shit you're into, Petra, but this is not okay. Alright, here come all of the attacks.
Sure.
2 green grung that you're next to. One of them hits
Watch
you
5 of them be crits.
for 12 damage. Then
President rage first.
this yellow grung with spear. He misses. And 2 more yellow grung with spears. There we go. You're hit for 7 piercing and 6 poison from that one attack with the spear. That's 13 damage. And you go straight up, so you're 60 feet. If you're more than 40 feet in the air, you can pretty much count yourself safe. A few straight arrows might go your way. Artist is going to do the same thing. Let's get out of here! Up and away! And he like places his hands up, like his fist up in the air like Superman, and beats these wings, kind of flapping them in a couple of the grung's faces. And as he is taking off, whoop, that dagger attack doesn't work. One of them slashed him along the leg. When the piercing weapons hit you, your legs kind of, or your injuries kind of flare up with this red swirl of poison. And Talon.
So 15 feet, I guess. With the dash, I can get 45 feet, I suppose.
Dashing will
Which
get
would-
you 30 feet up. Yeah, so 45. Yeah, you're right.
Perfect. Is Andrel still dangling?
Yeah.
Then in 40 feet.
He is. He's dangling. No, you can lift him up next to you, so he's not like the only visible target.
Oh boy, that would suck. Do I have any bonus actions? Alright, I guess I'll Sanctuary Andrel because I don't actually have much other things I can do.
Okay.
There we go.
Alright, you guys are pretty much free. It's just one more grung could attack Millhouse, pretty much. Alright. Undrill's making death saves as well. Alright, this grung warrior is going to... He's going to like jump up 10 feet in the air so he can see Millhouse, and he's going to take a shot. This is like that one like henchman of the boss guy who's like an excellent sniper shot. Who's going to hit Millhouse. Ready? Is it going to be a crit? Is it going to put Millhouse down? If it does, he's not going to escape. And, oh, it doesn't even roll properly. What am I doing? And it misses. It bounces off your shield. Woo! All your armor and this incredible force field just shatters that arrow. And you can fly out from here, Millhouse. But I think poor Sanic is going to have to sacrifice himself.
Quick question. Can 10 HP bring you back from unconsciousness?
No,
Okay.
it does not.
I will fly. I'll fly out 50 feet.
Okay. Alright, you guys fly up, and before you can get away, there are going to be some arrows at you guys. They'll be at disadvantage because they can't see you. But those of you that have attacked or cast a spell have basically given away your location in the darkness. So, Petro, you got your turn.
Would Cure Wounds give away my location?
Definitely.
Then I will dodge and they're already getting disadvantage, so I will just double dash up to get as far away from their range as possible.
Okay, yeah, you're
So
well above
that's
the entire area. You're in just pitch blackness, so no one will be able to target you from there. Alright, the blue grung, they're not able to attack. It's just these guys with the bows, really, they can attack. And Victor was firing at them, so here come a shit ton of arrows Victor's way from these 7. They are at disadvantage.
Uh-oh.
Miss. Miss. 3 arrows whiz by you in the darkness. You can feel the wind off one of them whoosh by you. Here come some more arrows. And
Last one. Got me.
that hits you for 14.
Bye.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, that wasn't the last one. That 14 put you down?
Yeah, I was on 6 hit points.
Alright, Victor crashes to the ground. And Talum. They're going to try and break through your sanctuary.
Alright, time to go down.
One
Yep,
of them
I'm down.
comes your way, Talum. Miss. And then one of them is at you again, Talum. Miss. And
What do you mean, miss? Oh yeah,
11.
right, they have disadvantage.
3 more are going to try and fire at you. One of them breaks through your sanctuary. He's going to fire at you, Talum. Miss. And 2 more. I think the rest actually going to all just unload on the Steel Defender. Who's, yeah. It's not really relevant if the Steel Defender is... It's going to die. Like, that is a given. Victor's down. You fall. Alright. I'm going to give Talum a dexterity save to catch you because you do fall right on by Talum.
How strong do you think I am? Holding
This
on
is
to
it.
it as well.
This is it.
Oh yeah, I think he'll just drag you straight down, so you probably don't want to do that.
No. Throw Andrel onto the roof. Or just like kick Victor onto the roof. That's his
Just hit with Andril on
Victor.
No.
You
Mm-hmm.
you fall 90 feet from your position, straight down. So I mean that alone could kill you. You are. What's your maximum hit points?
38.
Alright, you are 1 hit point away from instantly dying from that fall. But yeah, there's nothing to protect you from falling, unfortunately. So you fall full 90 feet, crash down to the ground. You fail a death saving throw because you take damage. And now you need to make a death saving throw. And I don't think this is going to end very well for you, Victor, unfortunately.
Possibly not now.
Because it's now like these green grungs' turn.
They could miss.
But
There's a chance.
no, they're not going to attack you. They see you fall down. They basically a lot of them are just like an angry mob. Rah, 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 rah. There's like too many of them to all get in and effectively attack. So let me just see how many can get in next to the Steel Defender. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3. Right, these are all going to attack the Steel Defender.
He should be dodging too.
Okay, they're at disadvantage. They're trying to attack him and their daggers are just clanging off. It's moving around, dodging. It gets hit once for 4 piercing. Orion,
All right.
what do you do? Artis just looks down at Victor falling. Looks at you, Orion. Go. Just go! You grab
I'm not
Victor.
leaving-
I'll attract their attention. Don't worry about me.
Jesus.
I'll be there at your wedding, goddammit.
If we make it out of this, you're my best man. Oh, Jesus. I will rage and fly down to get Victor.
Okay. It costs you a full dash action of 60 feet to just get down there next to him.
Yep.
Alright, Artis. He flies down just high enough so he's in the light. He's got his bow drawn and he just yells, "You want some? Fuck nang nang, motherfuckers!" And he just starts flying at all the grung, trying to take them out with his longbow. And he's just sniping the shit out of them. He kills 2 grung. Headshots 2 of them.
Like a boss.
Tell him.
All right. So, 15 feet is the roof, right?
Yeah.
And Orion is how deep down?
He's
Actually,
60. He's on the ground level.
I don't know if Andril rolled a 1. So what I'm gonna do is fly 15 feet, put him on the roof, and use my action to actually I could do everything. I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on Artis as my bonus action,
Okay.
and put him on the roof, and put Lay on Hands as my action for Healing Hands, which is not Lay on Hands, which is ASMR thing, for 5 HP on Drill.
Okay. Where are they? Did we get him?
You did it, buddy. Saved us all.
Well, he definitely saved me. Those couple of attacks did save me. Alright. And I would like to plant my ass on the, the roof as well, so I won't get sniped anymore.
Okay. Andril gets up. Actually, he doesn't even stand up. He crawls up to the edge of the building and looks over. Oh no! Look, Victor's down! Orion! I'm gonna back you up, buddy! And he's going to fire a guiding bolt at this nearby grung. And he has advantage because he's unseen. Ah! Golden bolt of energy just explodes that yellow grung. And then Andril hides back around, using the roof to cover him. Millhouse.
That one didn't even try to attack me. It knew. It knew.
You're out of view, so no one's going for you up there.
I'll cast. It's definitely too far for me to get over there. So I'll cast Sanctuary on her own. A lot of Sanctuaries going out.
Okay. It's he's 60 feet below you, so you're flying down into range.
Yeah, that was the reason
Yeah,
why I didn't cast it on Orion.
I'll dash, dip down, cast it, then use the rest of my movement to fly back up out of torch range.
Okay. Alright, you fly down, cast it, dash back up. Alright, Orion, you got Sanctuary on you.
Oof.
Wow.
And you can obscure yourself with the roof if you like, Millhouse. You've got enough movement to do that. If not,
I'll do that.
it's going to be shit ton of arrows coming your way.
I could, you know what? I'll take those arrows. But I'll sit on the very edge.
Okay.
Like,
They hear you casting a spell up there, so.
Quick. Before I do that, can I still cast shield?
Yeah. If you get hit, then you can cast shield.
Alright, because I knew the whole, like, can't use 2-level spell things.
As long as it's not your turn, you're fine. It's just on your turn that you wouldn't be able to. Alright, Ning Ning. Everyone looks like they're kind of regrouping on the roof a bit.
I will. Well, I'm 165 feet right.
You're 90 feet up.
Alright, so I will fly over to the roof and go up another 30.
Okay. The roof is 30 feet below you.
That's fine. I'm above it, so they really can't see me because I'm in the darkness.
Okay, I'll give you guys like a roof map there. You can move on top of it if you want, where you want to be. Okay.
I was like, oh, it's just there.
Alright, the Steel Defender is completely surrounded, but a lot of these blue grung hop out because they see Orion fly down. And actually, most of them, they have to dash to hop that far. Some of them don't. Here comes some spears your way, Orion. By 4 of them. 4 of them are going to throw spears at you. They're going to make wisdom saves. Just going to do them all at once. One of them gets through the sanctuary. And misses you. Alright, this is the arrows. This is what's going to hurt. Here comes some arrows at Artis. Whoops, forgot that doesn't work. They have to make wisdom saves. What's the DC for your sanctuary?
Mine was 14.
2 of them get through the sanctuary. And Artis just disappears in a sea of grung. Oh.
I call that reverse Frogger.
Okay, here comes...
I'm gonna go cry in the corner.
Some arrows at Millhouse at disadvantage. They just fire up towards you blindly. One of them hits.
I cast shield.
Alright.
Nothing's hitting your house today.
An invisible barrier just reflects that arrow away from you. And 5 of them fire at Orion, or at least they attempt to. What's the DC for your sanctuary?
15.
So 3 of them get through. Here comes some arrows your way, Orion. Miss. 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 And they'll try to attack you instead, Millhouse, because they can get a different target. And they're both going to miss you as well. 5 other yellow grungs just completely surround Artis. He disappears from view. You're not sure what they're doing to him. Maybe they're dressing him up like Ning Ning. Who knows? Alright, Victor, you need to make a death saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
You're almost away. Will a stray arrow hit you? That is a failure. Should be on 2 failures.
That's it.
What did you roll last time?
18.
Okay. 2 failures and 1 success. Okay, heap of grung. You're in dagger reach from some of them, Orion. And going to be some daggers coming your way. Most of them are going to be thrown. Here comes 3 daggers. These will be at disadvantage. Whoops, wrong attack. They both miss you. Here come another 2 daggers from these 2 here. They both can't get through the sanctuary. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here comes 8 more daggers. They just all throw their daggers at you at once. Or at least they try to. This invisible force field holds invisible energy. It holds all but one of them back. So a single dagger is thrown at you, and that misses you. Alright.
Seriously. Alright. So I'm at Victor. I don't have him grappled. And feeding a healing potion, I'm guessing, is an action.
It's an action.
I will use my action to pick up Victor and fly 15 feet in the air.
Straight up? And also, I presume you'd be in the square above him because that's a wall there.
Yeah.
So you're just going straight up?
I don't see a better option. So, yeah, I am.
You want to go around the corner where 50 grung won't be able to see?
Is that I mean, that's a fair point.
Is that a better option?
That's fairly better. Yeah, I'll try that instead.
Okay.
I'm glad I thought of that.
You can drag him around the corner here.
Lovely.
It'd be like 15 feet would be like, we'll say you can go there. Victor.
Lovely, thank you.
And you're going to be attacked by everything that you're engaged with.
I don't have the daggers anymore, don't worry.
One of the grunts
their spears
should have moved there under Millhouse's square. Alright, yeah, most of them have weapons, the ones that surround you. Okay, they have to make wisdom saves first. And it looks like 2 of them get through. It's a grung warrior. He had a short bow, so he won't opportunity attack, I guess. One of them has a spear, the blue grung. And he misses you, Orion. Tell him.
I'll yell out, Victor's hurt! He's almost dead, help us!
How high is Orion at the moment?
15.
15. Jesus.
You can't see him though, unless you go over here.
Yeah. Alright. I move over there. That would be all my movement to get down.
He is actually, he'd be like, what, 45 feet below you?
And I can't even heal if I dash, because all my heals are actions.
Can you aim a healing potion from above him and pour it?
No.
And I'll try to hold up in his mouth.
Cannot do that. You have to be within 5 feet to administer a potion.
Darn.
Well, we do have mango leaves. I don't have potions though. Yeah.
Give him the fruit. Alright.
Give him the fruit.
Alright, I know what I'll do. I'll cast Shield of Fate on Orion.
Okay.
Because that's pretty much all I can do.
Alright, Undrul comes over next to you, tell him. Oh no! What do I do?
Just, I'd say
Heal Victor.
Do you have any heal? Do you have healing word? You could use it on Victor. Unless it was 30 feet.
You know I would never lie to you, right?
And you don't have healing word.
I can heal him. Just give me the permission.
Wait, don't. No. Don't jump down.
Listen, it's either him or me. And I will die in the line of duty if I have to.
He's fine.
Wait.
Just give me permission, my lord.
Wait. He's fine.
Just give me permission, my lord.
Why do you want all our NPCs to die?
I know, right?
Alright, if you don't give him permission, he's not going to disobey you.
Well, I mean, I don't.
God damn it! We can't just stand here and...
If only there was some way he could act without permission.
Alright, if you don't give him permission, he just slams his fist on the ground. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it all to hell! I hate the jungle! He starts crying. Millhouse.
Why don't you guys just listen to Millhouse?
Well, I got the lesson.
What do you do, Millhouse?
Well, I can't make it down to Victor. I don't think any of my spells. How retarded do you think these frogs are?
You could, yeah. Only make it to Victor if you dashed. You don't have a healing word?
I do not. What if
They're
I cast Fairy Fire, make the glow black? Do you reckon they would kill each other? Yeah. There is a chance, though, right?
Jesus. I can't hurt,
You know what?
right?
I might be sacrificing Doggo, but I won't leave him purely to the wolves. I'm casting Sanctuary on the dog.
Okay. It's 30 feet, so you're dashing to do that again?
Yeah, I'll dash to do it.
Alright. Well, you'll get up to there. You'll get just over the lip of the roof if it's 60 feet. Okay. Ning Ning. You're what, 120 feet up?
Should be more than that.
Okay.
But yeah. I'm
You look
going
down
to,
and everyone's dying down there.
I'm gonna summon my hawk, which I guess is an action to pull it out from his pocket.
Yeah.
And I tell him to go fly down to start heading towards Victor.
Alright, he's gonna roll initiative.
Hopefully he can make one more save.
Or not, maybe he can fly down there straight away.
The hawk is faster.
That's what I said. With that initiative roll, probably just fly down there straight away.
Okay. Yeah, I think you can summon it like within 60 feet of you for Find Familiar.
I believe so.
When it comes back. When it comes out of... Oh no, within 30 feet, so it's 90 feet up on the ground. Okay.
Yeah, but it's an action to bring it out, I believe.
It is. Yeah, pretty sure it is. I was just reading it. Yeah, as an action, you can cause it to reappear. So use your action to make it reappear.
So yeah, he just has to live one more turn.
There is a 25% chance of that happening.
Actually, yeah, 25.
You got this, Victor.
Alright, the hawk is going to obey your commands. Ning ning. Tell it what to do.
So yeah, fly closer to Victor to get in range of the touch for cure.
Okay, that'll be a dash. That'll be 75 feet of movement.
He moves 60 flying, actually.
Yeah, so 75 feet would be a dash.
Yep.
Alright, he flies down, fluttering next to Victor and Orion. And the blue grung are going to just surround the steel defender, I guess, and as much as they can. One of them can try to spear him.
None of them will succeed.
Fail. And the rest of them are just chirping very loudly and angrily. A heap of these yellow grung, they skirt around the side of the building to get a line of sight on Orion. Most of them have to take the dash action thanks to Orion's incredibly strategic thinking of using the building for cover. But some of them don't. And they fan out. 5 of them. They fire short bows at you, Orion. You've got Sanctuary on, right?
I do.
Here come 5 wisdom saves. And none of them
Oh,
can target
Flush.
you, so they're going to try and target the steel defender. And
Yes.
they just start shooting fish. There's like a heap of fish swimming around. Just start shooting fish out of frustration. Alright, Victor, I hate to say this,
got
but
this.
Here we
if
go.
you don't succeed this death saving throw,
oh,
There we go.
damn.
that's death. No!
You had no inspiration or anything?
I don't know.
This is on you, Talum. I could have saved him.
Well, how did you know he wasn't dead already?
I don't
Are
know.
you a metagamer?
No, he went, ah. Whenever someone goes, ah, it means they're dead. His tongue is-
reused itself.
His tongue is sticking out.
I think that was there before.
His eyes are crosses.
He released his bowels as he was flying up.
Gross.
Alright, I think we need to take a 10-minute break now.
Oh man. Sorry, Victor.
That's okay.
This is everybody's fault but Millhouse's.
All right, Millhouse. I want to argue with you, but you're not wrong. Like there was no reason to be here.
There was reason. It was fun.
Sure.
Alright, let's take a breather. Unfortunately, Victor's going to join that tally. I'll see you guys back soon.
Wait, no. I was thinking, is that the first PC character dead? And then I remembered, no. we
How
have
could you
Helmet.
forget Wowux? No, how could you forget Wowux? Oh, PC. Oh, yeah. I don't. No, Reinhardt died. He died
Reinhardt
already.
is my favorite death because he was playing for roughly an hour.
What was Reinhardt?
Oh, as the
Who
spider.
was Reinhardt?
He was the guy. I don't
Exactly.
remember his name.
Who was he?
Didn't the player leave us? Like he was there
Yeah.
for an hour and then died and then.
It's slightly understandable.
Yeah, that's fair.
But wait, I wasn't there that session when Reinhardt died, so he was actually player, not some NPC.
No, it was
Yeah,
a
it was a
player,
player.
and we met him in Firefinger as like a druid, and he was like really awesome, and he like killed a bunch of terrafolk, and then he just got picked up and dropped off the side and then died
And he was-
immediately.
Talking about how much effort he put into his backstory and like character.
That's another death by falling.
Yep.
Do you know what? If I didn't shoot that second shot, I could have put my +2 armor up, and I would have been alright.
If you hadn't a shot, you would have been fine too.
Yeah, dude. But he said like, because he said, but like, just before I go, oh yeah, they can all shoot, you know, oh great. I was going to land on the building and then fire, but I couldn't see the top of the building, so.
I liked Victor a lot. I liked how you played his faith. I think that was really cool.
Oh, he's a goner now. Got to pick him
Yeah.
up.
Well,
Oddly enough, Talon hasn't died yet.
I am surprised that the guy with an AC of 12 has not died yet.
13.
I did save you twice.
You
I think
did?
Yeah,
I saved Orion as well in the
Yeah.
Firefinger.
Yeah, I saved Orion as well.
Actually, I saved Turek as well, didn't I?
Yeah. Victor did a lot of good.
Hey, but I saved as well some people. I mean, with all the healing and shit, and plus I got the greater restoration for Orion in the last session.
I appreciate that. Here's what I'm thinking. I don't think Victor died in vain, right? We had no idea what this was. This could have been a clue for the death curse. If it had been, it would have been worth it. Even if we were this close to actually succeeding on tricking these Grum, and if we had, we probably gotten some gold or some magic items or something. So it was worth the risk, I think, but the risk just didn't pay out.
The risk, you have no idea what we might have got. You can't say it was worth the risk. You got no idea what might have happened.
I mean, that's true on
For
a
all you know, they could have just sacrificed Petra to a god or something.
But wait!
I mean, that's true, but that's going to be true no matter where we go. We have no idea where we're going to get this death curse stuff. We're heading to Camp Vengeance or something?
Spoiler. Look.
No spoilers.
Victor, no. Victor was added to the death tolls, but Artis Simber is still not there, so he's still alive. He's kicking.
I just think he forgot. Because Artis had control.
I love the idea that Artis Simber survives Storm King's thunder. And makes it all through the giants and helps with the ordning and all that fun stuff, and then dies because he meets a group of fuckwits who goes to investigate a Grung temple.
That was the biggest mistake of my life. And Talon has made a lot of mistakes.
So Victor, who's going to be your your backup character?
I think I might go for Bard, College of Swords.
Cool.
Well,
I'm back.
I mean, I kind of want to play a life cleric, but I just feel like there's a couple of things that I could probably do as a faction agent for the Order of the Gauntlet.
I think, look, not to upset you, but I think after the fact that you haven't done your job for almost 2 months now means you're probably going to get kicked out once you find them.
Well, I mean, if I'm going to get kicked out and probably executed for that, I mean, at least I have a backup character.
To be fair, you saved Underhill. I mean, you're going to be able to deliver him.
No, I mean, you're meant to. First of all, you're meant to deliver like 5 guys or something to them. we got Undrill. That's all we have, and now I'm pretty sure he has PTSD from being left alone in the job. So, and from what Undrill was saying about Master and Lord and all that, I'm a bit concerned there's some BDSM.
What's up with Turek now? I mean, I've seen him on Roll20, but he hasn't been in a session for the last few.
Maybe
he's still in Roll20.
Just trying to get his hours up, dude. Right?
He's not actually here. He just logs on and walks away.
I know one guy who does that all the time. And wait, was he also in the? Do you know Daftus?
Can you give me a character name?
I know Daftus, yeah.
Was he in our last campaign?
I don't remember. That's the problem.
I think he was.
Was he Cork?
Where from? That's the
Oh
only
yeah. He was Korik.
Corey. Oh yeah. The Wyvern Whisperer.
He was great.
That was perfect. And he permanently like in the fabric of Ravenloft. Like he's always on there. Well, I wanted to say he's always on there, but he's not on there now.
I usually just forget to close the tab.
No, I mean that campaign has ended like several months ago.
That Ravenloft campaign.
Yeah.
He's still on there.
Wait, you were also... Oh yeah, right, you were playing the Tabaxi?
No, I was playing a mage.
Oh yeah, right, you were the illusion mage.
I was the illusion boy.
How did that
If
work?
I'm recalling correctly, you were probably playing a paladin.
No, I was playing Hexblade Warlock. I was literally shooting 100 damage with my cantrip every turn.
Wait, I refuse to believe you've never played anything but a paladin.
It was Hexblade Warlock was my first in sub campaigns.
And he took that one to level 22.
Yeah, from level 14.
Hey, Silent Peak, what's your favorite class? Would you say to play in a sub game?
I haven't played that many different classes. Yeah, I played Barbarian last time, I think.
Yep. Who can forget the rope-obsessed Narlog?
He managed to acquire a good amount of that.
Well, because
it came in handy more often than you guys.
He ran away all the time. That's how he survived.
By the way, in our a trophy sessions, we currently own 19 bags of holding.
19?
19 bags of holding.
That is insane.
And on top of that, we own, I think, we own 500 healing kits.
That's good.
Because we have a healer with, a healer feat or whatever, and so it basically heals for 20 HP per use.
I'll probably have to say my favorite would be Barbarian. Because how nice and simple it is. Just go in there, rage, do tons of damage, and hopefully come out the other end alive.
I mean, Narlog was special. Narlog just crits for like 40 damage and just like that's all the fucking time.
Yeah. Those crits as an orc barbarian.
Do you remember that last battle where we got fucked by Tiamat?
No, we got fucked.
We got fucked by you.
What do you mean by me? I was great. I don't know what you're talking about. I was fine. It was Arrow that pulled out that wish that like killed.
Oh
us
yeah,
all.
right. That was
the wish stone that like actually murdered us.
Yeah, the one surrounded by just piles of dead bodies and stuff.
And everybody was like, "Yeah, we're fine. We should totally use it in the final battle."
I think I was in that one as well. I came in for the last couple of sessions.
Is that right?
Huh?
I thought team met with you lot. I'm sure I did.
I think. What was your character?
I was a bard in that one. Vala bard.
Oh yeah, right.
What was the name?
Bard.
Jaggy, I think it was.
I don't know.
No, he showed up at the tower. Remember?
Yeah, he had all those mirrors.
He was the fucking golem guy. I forgot their name. What was those giants' name?
How you guys doing?
He was that gray giant guy. A bard dude.
Goliath, you mean?
I think I was frozen in time or something, and then I come back, and you had like a you're trying to look for the last thing or something, last piece of the, and you just smash the mirrors.
I don't know if that was us.
No, that was with us. He joined when we were
Oh,
in the tower, and
Oh, the Goliath bard.
yeah,
oh,
Goliath.
This is jogging my memory a lot more. Fuck you and fuck your obsession with summoning shit. It
You know
never
what?
went right.
It did go right. All
and
right,
then you
that
tried to
character was the
collect-
best.
And then you tried to collect them from a tornado and just summon 6 of them. Fuck you.
Summon Greater Demon is the best spell in the player's handbook. All right, that is the best goddamn spell.
Dude, that never worked, right?
Yeah, because it only works once per 50 times you use it.
Alright, so you guys are basically forced to flee from Dung Grung Lung. Unfortunately, you've left behind another 2 of your fellow comrades, but you were grossly outnumbered. I'll presume that you've now flown away. There's still a few stray arrows flying through the night sky as you guys take off, and you move to a location a good, at least 10 miles away from Dung Grung Lung. And you can move 1 more hex if you guys like. So if you want to head northwest 1 hex, you could do that for today. And now you've landed, and it's a somber feeling at the campfire tonight.
Did we take the body with us?
No, we were flying back down there.
I was holding them. I was holding Victor's body.
Oh,
Should
okay.
we have?
Yeah.
I just want to say this for players. Like,
No, you can.
does
take your
Victor's player wants to play the rest of us as an undead, or do you want to leave him behind?
Oh no, I'm just gonna leave him dead.
He's with you guys. He's been cremated as you speak.
There he is.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah, I'm gonna use his water skin to wash off this makeup.
Alright, it doesn't come off that easy with water.
Man, I wish
You
it
gotta
would
do
have been
some
this
more
difficult to
dancing to make it
remove
come off.
during the fucking conversation.
Just a little bit scraped off. But it was more, it wasn't just, it wasn't really that gave it away. It's just the way you were trying to behave. You couldn't speak and whatnot. It is coming off a little bit. You'll probably, maybe it'll come off at the end of a long rest. Undril is like beside himself. Ah! Ah! Why? Why? Victor!
Undril, who's your god?
Who is it, boss? I think it's Torm or Tyr or Helm. I don't know, which is this? And he shows you this symbol. It's like a gauntlet. It is the symbol of Helm. Sorry, Torm.
Even Seb doesn't know.
Yeah, it's like a gauntlet, a raised gauntlet.
Okay.
I
Do you
just suddenly, as you guys are having a bit of a vigil here for Victor, you hear a snap, distinctive snap of a twig
Hugh, we've done it. We found it.
coming from some trees. It's not Hugh. Some
It's death.
powerful
Can I have some
creature
vision?
emerges.
I want to make an attack roll and then a perception check.
They do
You
it.
want to make an attack roll?
Man, he committed. Do it. Fight for demigod.
Alright, you make an attack roll. Alright, let's go back to the landing page. Death tolls on 10 now.
That's another falling death.
Brand new party next week.
fresh from clean start.
It's Ragda!
Oh my god, Ragda! I mean, hey Ragda.
How did... Okay, well, Demigod can teleport, so...
Hey, Ragda, is that you?
That's you, guy. You're Ragda.
Sorry, Ragda. It's me.
Well,
Is it
he does
zombie?
kind of look like a generic gladiator, but...
Your voice is so different, Ragda.
It's been a hard week.
It's like you can't remember it.
Well, good to see you. Where's everybody
So,
else?
yeah, what happened is, Hugh and Musharib were arguing at the bridge, and, there was, like, some debate about trying to head to these, like, dwarven forges, and, Musharib and Hugh were just, they just couldn't get along very well, despite them both being dwarves. And Hugh stormed off by himself, saying that he's going to head to his ancestral mines to try and like, that's his whole intention. He revealed that when he came out to the jungle with you guys, he was just planning to lead you guys there, regardless of where you wanted to go. And Ragda and Musharib, they obviously disagreed with this, and then Musharib actually felt like it kind of was a bit too harsh, letting Hugh go off on his own. So he journeyed off to catch up with Hugh, and then Ragda got frustrated and thought he had to try and find them. So he went off to follow them as well. And then Undril, because he was only following Callum's orders, he refused to budge, so he stayed back at the bridge, but then he got chased over by those veggie pygmies, and so that's how they all got separated. Ragda couldn't find Hugh and Musharib. He's been searching for him, and then he kind of got lost in the jungle, and then he's just been wandering the jungle, just slaughtering undead, basically, and he's just happened upon your camp on this very night in the middle of the jungle.
Wow, Ragda, that's a great story.
So we got detoured because they wanted to go to the mine. But he wanted to go to the mine.
Actually, can I ask Andrel a question? Is it possible for him... Is it possible for you to get a spell called Create Food and Water?
Yes, I can do that.
And you haven't been doing it already.
Yeah, because I was just curious about the level 3 spell slots, and yeah, alright. Can you get it for us?
You want me to create food and water? I can do that. But I warn you, I won't be able to dispel magic.
Oh no.
I don't see how this is going to bring back Victor, though. Everything is meaningless now. For the love of
so close.
Helm or Tom or whatever this damn shield is. I could have saved him. I just... Who are we if we can't even save our friends?
If you'd like, we can leave you alone with the body for a bit.
Well,
Okay.
No.
we
He's actually... Even in death, he's still keeping us warm.
Well, what we're trying to do is save, save the planet, and I didn't want to risk your life, or maybe Victor was already gone. I didn't see if he was struck by arrows.
Victor gave his life the greater good to stop this curse. So the best way to save him is to save his memory by doing what he died to do.
Find a boat.
Going in a pointless maze is what he died doing.
Millhouse, shut up.
I think it's safe to say that our true enemy here is not the death curse, but it's gravity.
You're not wrong.
We will. Gravity is a fierce enemy.
Gravity didn't kill Victor. An arrow in the head.
Technically, it helped kill him.
It was
Don't you
involved.
see? Every step we take, gravity's working against us.
It's just really pulling us down, you know.
So, I feel like we should continue.
We should
Well,
sleep. It's
I
been
mean-
almost a day and a half since we slept.
Yeah, we're gonna lose these wings. I say we keep going.
Yeah, I'm not gonna risk another day because you want to keep on going for 2 days straight. I'm
We
sleeping.
lost time. I say we continue.
You were wrong before, so
If anyone wants to
No.
take a short rest, they should do so now as well.
Millhouse, what do you think? You have
I-
perfect advice and are always correct. Millhouse?
What?
I said you have perfect advice and are always correct. What do you think we should do?
Go to Camp Righteous.
I agree.
Now?
I don't know. How much time do we have left in these wings?
Like a day.
yeah, but we've been up for already a day, almost 2 days straight.
I'm okay with that.
I am not.
What's the worst that's going to happen? What? We lose the wings and we're all just passengers of fate.
Well, why
Well,
don't we just sleep and then we could push the wings tomorrow?
Because we'll run out of time. We won't have them to push.
So I imagine we might be slowed down a little bit, considering we have to kill carry both Ragda and Undril as well. So we might be slowed down a bit.
So let's push now.
Alright.
So you might as well do Ragda because I'm sort of busy with the sheet.
You should make the character in between sessions. You shouldn't really
Should
do
I?
it
Okay.
during the session because you won't use your new character until next session. But later on in the campaign, everyone will have a backup character ready to go as well. Just deaths usually aren't that common in the jungle.
Thanks, Seb.
Thanks for the heads up. I already had my characters built. I already had 3.
Okay, well, I'll give you all blank sheets later on, so if someone dies, then we'll take a break and then introduce their new character. But at the moment, if you make a new character, then I'll work you into the story, and like you'll bring in your new character in the next session. All right, so do you guys want to take a vote whether you should push on or rest? Ning Ning is
I
going
think-
for a rest.
I think we have the majority. Well,
Let's vote.
3 of us are already on pushing, so.
All right, rest or force march.
Yeah, the 3 already are saying force march, so
I want to march, but is it really worth agreeing with Orion? Like,
It's,
usually my rule of thumb is to disagree with him, and it's usually the right thing to do.
Yeah, not
Even
only are you
Victor.
not only are you doing like a forced march, you're also trying to fight like lack of sleep. So it's
Can
gonna
we-
be it's gonna be difficult, more difficult to survive another day, another night.
I mean, can we make it like on the wings if we
Here's-
sleep?
I'm kind of changing my mind now to sleep tonight. Just 8 hours, then keep going.
yeah, because you're still not gonna make it even if we start flying over there now.
Yeah,
still
you're
not-
right.
Everyone actually already needs to make another Constitution save right now. Not only are you doing a forced march, you're also lack of sleep.
We're fine.
The forced march is what's tired you guys out so far. The lack of sleep hasn't really got to anyone. So you guys feel like lack of sleep isn't a problem. You could go another 24-hour period without sleeping.
Let's do it. Let's go.
All right.
Okay. Do you guys want to fly on through the night again?
Camp Vengeance better not be overrun.
Alright, you don't have Artist Symbol with you. You do not have Bookmark. You do not have a compass. So, it is nighttime, and it's pitch black, so someone will need to navigate.
I got this.
Okay. Orion's leading. You don't need to make a ability check.
Darn, that was pretty good.
I'll see how you go.
Yeah, we're not heading to Camp Vengeance. We're heading to Camp Righteous.
Are you going to Camp Righteous?
I don't think we can make it to Camp Righteous and swing to Camp Vengeance.
Which you can clear 2 hexes overnight. So which 2 hexes do you want to cover?
Which is the camp that Talon needs to go to?
He needs to report to Camp Vengeance. The reason why you go to Camp Righteous is to see what happened there, if there are any clues about the death curse, why the camp failed, if there's anyone left over.
I'm sure there will be information about that at Camp Vengeance.
Well, let's do these 2 hexes. Right here.
Okay. Alright, you travel those 2 hexes. As you're traveling during the night, obviously you can't see around you. But I need everyone to make a con save for Force March. Day has broken. So it's the next morning. It's sunny. There's some rain showers. And it was raining a lot yesterday, so you've got more than enough water. There is another outstanding view of the surrounding area as the sun rises above the horizon. And yeah, you can see out about 20 miles in every direction. It's all just a thick jungle canopy. The trees look a little bit dead because it is undead zone. And you should have another full 24 hours of your wings. So they should expire tomorrow morning. It's day 43. Okay.
So in theory, we could get to Camp Vengeance.
Theoretically, we could.
Yeah, you can go 4 hexes in any direction that you choose. Navigation is no issue.
Let's see. What do you guys feel about just going to Camp Righteous and getting there, assured, and then poking around? If we have any extra time, we can maybe push it and get like a hex or 2 away from Camp Vengeance.
I'm calling in that one favor. We're going to Camp Vengeance, alright?
I guess we're going to Camp Vengeance.
Okay. Alright, sorry, it's day 44 as well, not 43. Alright, so another couple of weeks and it's going to be the dry season as well. You may want to think about that. Okay, so that's 60 miles. That's going to be a full day and night travel. So let's just do the day for starters. Millhouse has a level of exhaustion. Everyone else is all good from the Force March. And let me just see if you have any encounters as you're going over the jungle area. Alright, you guys just see a large number of undead milling about through a gap of the jungle canopy. About 20 or so zombies, humanoid zombies. They look, they're quite far away, several hundred feet below you. And you're just flying by them and you spot that. Did anyone want to do anything about that? Or
Guys, we should totally sidetrack and go check it out. I'm kidding this time. I think we should keep going.
Alright, so also Ragdar's like clung onto your back, Orion. And
Awesome.
Ragdar's clung onto your back, and then Undrill's clung onto Talon's back. And it doesn't like the slowed movement doesn't really affect you for overland travel because there's so many variables. It just sort of cancels out. Constantly stopping every few hours, blah blah blah. So it doesn't slow you down for overland travel. And it's a little bit more tiring, but that's about it. So what's the plan for today? You head 4 hexes northwest?
Yeah, let me measure it out here.
And
Yep, that's it.
Okay. Alright, you've been traveling for another full day. You know the wings are going to expire tomorrow morning. And you could reach Camp Vengeance by sun up if you press on. One more night. Already,
I'm good with that.
I need con saves for the lack of sleep again. A little bit harder. Tell him you suffer 1 level of exhaustion.
This is fine.
Ragnar is doing fine because he hadn't gone without sleep for the previous couple of days. And okay, so some of you are feeling tired. No one's had 2 levels of exhaustion yet, so it hasn't slowed down your journey. And yeah, if you want to do another forced march, you can get to Camp Vengeance by dawn.
Let's do it.
Just in time for your wings to run out.
I'm willing, but I hope we didn't have to do any checks once we get there.
Oh, what did I do?
Oh, perfect. We've done
You guys are a giant. I clicked the wrong thing.
a vision of the future is here.
You guys falling. Okay, forced march. You're using Orion to navigate. Oh, Orion's navigating for you guys. You're letting him navigate. And everyone make another con save. You're doing good with the navigation even during the night. Orion is staying directly on track. And it's like the 3rd forced march in a row. Tell him you suffer another level of exhaustion with your 12.
This is fine.
Do we still make it with your speed half?
This happens basically at the end of the travel.
Alright, I just faceplant.
Undril is not doing very well, so you're delivering Undril like he's not even able to walk. Everyone should be fully rested at this stage too. Everyone make sure you're all rested up.
I thought that's why we're making these checks. We haven't rested.
Oh yeah, you haven't taken a long rest. Never mind.
Damn. I was like...
Sorry, you haven't taken a
When
long
did
rest.
we do this?
Alright, so I just need to count exhaustion levels. Millhouse, you've got none. Orion,
Not 1.
you've got 1
Not one.
Millhouse. Okay. Orion, you've got
Yep.
none. Ning Ning, you've got 1. Talon, you've got 1.
I got 2.
You've got 2
I don't
now.
know, practice. It's gone. It's just sort of vanished. So I was clicking on the token before, but I can't see it on the side column.
He's in the NPCs. The companions folder. He's there. His name is Tabin. Is that his
Oh, okay. That's why I can't
actual
find
name? But Ragnar is like his show name. I think he actually denounced the name Ragnar, but it's just ended up sticking anyway. Alright. Morning has broken. And you still have your wings, but I imagine you guys have landed because, well, you know, gravity's your worst enemy. You
Sure.
probably don't want to be flying when you think your wings are going to run out. So you've landed just at the entrance of this fortification.
in spite of Victor's, untimely demise, we did make it from Curse of All to Camp Vengeance in 3 days. That's pretty awesome.
My Undrill's got 3 levels of exhaustion, so what's that? It's like
He's fine.
you can't even
Taking
walk.
over free. That's what that means.
Yeah, alright, he's just talking gibberish. He's got severe lack of sleep. Alright, so you've arrived at this camp. And it's got a palisade. Through the foliage, you see this crude timber fortification. It's a walled compound with watchtowers, and there are 4 guards standing on top of the palisade above a large gatehouse that faces the river. There are some rowboats just kind of pulled up here. They're anchored to a tree stump. And scattered around this fort, there are these large wooden spikes and a trench. And piles of charred human corpses and flayed animal carcasses swimming with flies. Pools of brackish water. It looks disease-ridden. Talon's even coughing from it.
Yeah, I'm immune, but not today.
Alright, so the ditch is about 20 feet deep, and these sharpened stakes are backed by a 12-foot high long palisade, which is a number of vertical logs that have been lashed together to form a wall. The ditch, the depth actually isn't really that apparent because it's just filled with this muddy water, and these spikes are huge. They definitely would not be made to keep out undead, rather large dinosaurs. And the gatehouse looks kind of sturdy. There are 4 guards stationed atop this gatehouse, and as you guys land, they point their spears forward, have their shields raised. They look at you through their steel helms.
I take out the Order of the Gauntlet thingy and show it to them.
Hail! State your name and purpose.
Tell them, and my purpose is to deliver Andril Silver Tusk to the commander. Don't mind him. We were traveling for a very long time.
You fought 1 soldier?
We couldn't even find the other soldiers.
You've rung a single dispatch in yourself. Do you have any idea the struggle we've been having out here? The undead have been slaughtering us. You must speak with the Templar. Come on in. They raise the gates. Hurry, hurry!
Oh, this place looks disease-ridden.
They hear some you hear some cranking sound, and this hefty wooden gate is just lifted by some sturdy-looking ropes, and they close it again. And yeah, inside it is disgusting. It is horrible, and yeah, it looks disease-ridden.
These guys seem pretty happy to be here.
Yeah.
As you look around, you see several tents filled with people groaning. Sick and dying soldiers. You see mass piles of corpses, smoke rising off of their charred bodies. There is disgusting insect-filled puddles of water. And there is quite a lot of members of the Order Gauntlet here. You see several well-armed veteran soldiers completely covered with sweat as they wipe it from their brow. There are some guardhouses, some watchtowers, some tents. There's an animal pen as well with some sickly looking goats. And you see some barrels of water, and the water doesn't look... it looks tainted. And as you enter, a couple of these veterans bearing the symbol of the Order of the Gauntlet on their breastplate. One of them, he's like breathing heavy, and he comes up to you. Can I help you? Where are you looking to go? Are you here to see the Templar?
Yeah, we're here to see the Templar. We brought a single dispatch.
What the fuck? A single dispatch? Most of our soldiers are sick. Niles is in the tent. Go on then.
Why are you guys so fucked up?
Yeah.
That's why.
We've been assaulted from relentless undead. We've had to abandon our previous camp. The jungle is dark and full of horrors.
I think I've heard that somewhere before.
Yeah, we've meant the brunt of it.
Alright, this is the command tent. You can see several field hospital tents towards the back of the area as well. Everyone is like kind of closed in, and you just sort of part the tent element as you enter. Inside, you see the walls lined with some banners. There's like a trumpet hanging on a hook. And there are two people in here. They're both human males. And they're just sitting around this shoddy looking wooden table. They've got some maps and stuff laid out. And this is Niles' breakbone. He has an eye patch over his eye. And he looks tired. And he looks like he's at his wit's end.
Oh, kind of like me. So this will make an interesting conversation.
You can see a holy symbol of Tyr dangling over his neck. He gives you a very stern look. And he was just whispering something with his subordinate when you've entered. What is it? Niles says.
Wow. I brought to you a single dispatch because I didn't even, I couldn't even find the rest of the dispatches, but here's a priest.
This is what you're getting. Good luck.
What? What in Tyr's name is this?
He needs sleep. He's been awake for 3 days, kind of like me.
I have 58 warriors in this camp! 58 sick warriors! And you bring me this one! Well, inform the other commanders of the force that we've just received from Port Nyanzaru. Yes, Niles. He walks off, heads to another tent. And the rest of you all, into the tent!
I don't wanna.
You will do as I say! Enter the tent!
I'm a free man. You don't really order me. I'll be out here, thanks.
These guys draw their long swords.
Please don't.
There may be some sick here, but not everyone's sick. Do as he says. Get in the tent.
Man, I'd like to test that. Alright. Alright.
And we start the war with another faction because ego.
They keep telling me what to do. I don't like... I'm just... I'll be over here. I'll be quiet.
How did you arrive here? On foot or boat?
By
How did you
wind?
just say?
I said, how did you arrive here? By foot or by boat?
By flight?
That wasn't one of the options that I gave you. By foot or by boat? He's like looking at some paperwork as he's like lifting some, he's got some like really like mud caked bits of parchment in his hand. And the tent is filthy. It's just like a mud floor. There's nowhere for you guys to sit. You're like, it absolutely stinks in here. And his wooden table is like kind of, the legs are stuck into the mud.
We came by foot.
Well, I
Flight.
can't lie, but yeah, we flew here.
Alright, well it wasn't by water then. So, by foot. Ah. By foot. Wait, you've got wings?
Had wings.
You still have wings.
I only have a minute of wings now.
Everyone has wings. From doing the dance of the 7 winds. Huh! So you use those! Where did you get them?
Well,
Nowhere. Magic.
Magic isn't going to help you here. My soldiers, they've been afflicted. I think it's the death curse. They are
Well-
shivering and some of them can't speak.
Have they died?
No, I have
Probably not the death curse.
Sister Sias looking after them. You don't need to tell me what it is and what it isn't. The fact is that they're sick. Listen, I've led all these men this far into the jungle. I know what I'm doing.
well, I mean, I could lend a helping hand. I could cure 7 men for you.
No! Sister Sias is looking after the sick and injured. I'll need you to do something else if you're here to help.
Alright.
Now, the undead, they're relentless. Zombies! Hundreds of them. They've been assaulting every night. This camp, we were overrun at the last camp and we were forced to move. You will be under my command now. I will have you go on a 2-week expedition. I need you to patrol back in the direction you've came from. Your orders will be to destroy any undead you encounter. Is this understood?
Yep.
Sir, yes, sir.
Failure to do so will have you all arrested for insubordination.
Can I make a suggestion, though?
No, you cannot. I am your superior. You do as I say. That is the way of the Order of the Gauntlet.
I understand, but... Because the undead rise from Lich, and they will keep on rising from, some undead...
Listen, recruit.
Alright.
I've got a big pile of paperwork here. I've got dozens of sick soldiers. Bodies are piling up. The goats are sick. And I've got enough on my mind. I don't need you coming in here, rookie, making some suggestions to me. I know what I'm doing. Alright? Now, you're not refusing my request, are you?
Nope. Alright.
Good. This is a military emergency. Very well then. You may rest. Find somewhere to sleep. There may be a spare tent or two. Get your strength, gather yourselves, and you'll head out by tomorrow. At the latest. It's understood.
Yep, and
Now get out of my tent!
well, while this conversation was going on, can I actually insight check him to see
If he's competent.
if he's actually knowing what he's doing?
I think he's about as competent as we are, honestly.
You're not wrong.
You don't need to make an insight check, but by putting the facts together, he's led a group of soldiers into the jungle. He hasn't set up proper defenses. The first camp's been overrun by undead. He's led them deeper into the jungle, and there is no sanitation. There are piles of corpses just smoldering away inside this place. No one seems to be leaving the walls of this place. It's ridden with disease, and he doesn't have a clue what he's doing.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I think for the greater good,
But
I might...
As a member of the Order of the Gauntlet, Talon, it is true that failure to do as he is requested will be considered insubordination, and it's an arrestable offense. So you'd be given a trial, but if you're found guilty, you would be sentenced to die. You'd be probably pushed out of the fortification naked, or tied to a tree or something, and let the dinosaurs eat you, or worse.
Perfect.
It's good. It was good to have you as a part of the party, Talon. So it's clear to see you have new employment now, so we'll go accomplish actual things.
You've all been sequestered by him as well. He's
I quit.
This is
I immediately quit. I put in my resignation.
Sequestered?
He's if you refuse the request, then he's threatened to arrest you for insubordination. And Petro, people are just giving you the strangest look, but you feel like because of like the disease in this place, people probably just think they're like tripping out because of the lack of like clean water, or like they're hallucinating.
I'm gonna, just because I'm a good guy and stuff, I'm gonna put 5 lay on hands on multiple of these dying dudes to remove the disease.
Alright, so towards the back of the camp, you see a heap of like a field hospital tents. And they're filled with sick and dying soldiers of the Order. And there's not one soldier in one of these tents. That tent, that very small tent, it has 2 soldiers in it. They're just laid out on these bamboo mats, like just straight out on the mud. Help me! One of them looks like he can't speak and he's grabbing his throat, and the other one is shivering uncontrollably.
I removed the disease for both of them.
Oh, I'm healed. I can see again, and I can speak again. Thank you.
No problem.
That's how you know they're healed.
A priest comes up to you. She's a Chultan woman, and she comes over and says, "Excuse me, what are you doing to my patients?"
Well, removing their diseases.
Oh, how? I've tried everything. I've given them a potion of healing. I've tried casting bless on them. Nothing will help them.
Look at them and ask them if they are better now.
We're healed. How?
You speak to Talon, the greatest life cleric this country has ever seen. He can cure any disease and heal any wound.
by the scales of Tyr. You've been sent to us as a blessing. Thank you. My name is Sister Sias. I tried everything. I cast guidance on them. Thaumaturgy. Nothing will work. Sanctuary.
Have you ever tried lesser restoration?
Oh, lesser restoration. I didn't think of that. You're right. They're not injured. They're diseased. That's a cure. Let me try. And she goes off into another tent.
This is why you're the best talent.
I think my IQ just dropped from 8 to 6.
You must forgive me. I can only do what I was suggested by the commander, Niles Breakbone. He told me to use thaumaturgy on them, and if that doesn't work, cast light. I tried to argue with him, but I was scared. It's quite obvious that you should be the new chief medical officer.
I mean, tomorrow in the morning, I'm already sent off to a new duty, so by the commander.
Oh, you hail from Port Nine-Zaru?
Well, from Chult, yes. I came from Port Nine-Zaru.
Oh, he is diseased as well, I see.
Nope.
Let me try and heal him. She casts lesser restoration on him.
He is tired from 3 days of not sleeping, and so am I.
She calls over one of the acolytes to put him to bed. I see. Oh, you came at first request. Tell me, will you be staying here for long? We could use your help.
Well, as we mentioned, I already mentioned, we were sent off early in the morning to patrol.
What? You just got here and you've already cured 2 of my men? And you'll be sent off? Whose order is this?
I mean, there's only one guy doing orders here, so...
His judgment. It is deadly to us all. You must urge him not to send you off. Please.
He doesn't sound like the reasonable kind of a guy.
His 2 other subordinates, Pern, Shahala, and Ord Firebeard. They're always in his ear. They're in the other field hospital tents, where all the medical supplies are. Perhaps you could try and convince them that if you are sent away from this camp, it will be detrimental to our entire operation.
I mean, we can have a chat with them, I guess, because what currently is going on here doesn't really seem like a good way for Order of the Gauntlet to go down.
Please. The tents are here and here. And it's the 2 tents flanking Niles' tent.
Alright.
She urges you to try and speak to them, to persuade Niles not to send you to a 2-week journey off in the direction you just came.
Can we have sleep first? I want sleep.
Can I have an RP thing?
There is a tent that you can sleep in. And there's like 1 spare tent, or you can sleep in with Undril. See a few guards doing some drills. It looks like there are some native Chultans here as well that they've employed, who look in reasonable health. They look like they're definitely dealing with the jungle a lot better than all of these soldiers that have come over from the Sword Coast?
Actually, if I will need to make a persuasion check while I'm on 2 exhaustion.
Yeah, you're probably feeling like you're not in a good, like you don't have the headspace to be trying to convince people, Talon.
So we're gonna be taking a long rest, right? So I'm gonna pump out all that I got. Basically 5 more removed diseases.
In this one
Yeah.
tent, there are 10 people all piled up like over each other. They're all sick and
Man,
it's just horrible.
Alright,
I wonder why this.
I removed disease for 5 of them and tell the rest to wait.
I'm cured!
5.
If only there were spare tents for them to spread out into.
Can I talk to a veteran that looks reasonably healthy?
Sure. These guys, you can tell that it's only their fortitude that's keeping them still standing. And there's a guy just, he looks like he's just got another corpse and he's just throwing it on top of a big pile of burnt bodies. Huh?
Hail, soldier.
Hey.
So, I'm Orion. Nice to meet you.
Huh. There's no point learning your name. You'll be another body on this pile in a short time.
That's fair. Well, I'm trying to learn as much as I can about this camp, so maybe I won't have to.
Huh. What's there to know? Don't drink
Well, I
the
know who's
water. Don't go near anyone. You'll probably get sick. And don't go outside either. You'll get ripped apart by a zombie. And if it's not a zombie, some sort of toothy dinosaur. Oh yeah. And don't eat the meat. Those goats are sick.
Solid advice. I know who's in charge. It's that high-pitched guy in the tent over there.
Yeah, he spends all of his time in that goddamn tent. It's like, you know, I went in there to request of him we do a scout out of the area to try and find some goddamn fresh fruit or something. And he was looking at a map upside down.
What?
Yeah, you
Well,
can't
that-
say anything to the guy either. He's the authority here. He's always reviewing reports. You try to plead to him the situation here and your words fall on deaf ears.
Man, I know that must be frustrating. Do you have any other officers, maybe a second in command, who are reasonable?
Yeah. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He's just a puppet. The ones who are really running the show, Ord Firebeard, Perntahulla. If it wasn't for them, I'd be on that pile as well.
So, what would happen if, Torm forbid, this guy got sick? Who would take over?
Wish that would happen. Well, that would probably be the next in line, Wolf, Rygar. He's a bit more level-headed than Niles, but, you know, he's got the same lack of judgment.
Okay, and then would Ord Firebeard, if, you know, I'm just trying to find out the hierarchy here. Is he tertiary? He's third in command?
Listen, you're asking a lot of questions. Ones that I don't feel so inclined to answer.
Fair enough.
We're barely holding it together here. If you think there's some sort of law and order, apart from the high-pitched squeals of that fool Niles, then you can think again. I'd give it another 10-day. There won't be many of us left standing. That's if the zombies don't get to us first.
So what's keeping you here?
What am I supposed to do? We're
Leave?
hundreds of miles from the nearest civilized town, and thousands beyond that. What do you expect me to do? Just head off into the jungle to my death? We're stuck here. We're already overrun at the last camp. This is our last stand. Don't you understand that?
What if I told you that I've been following someone of your faith that has survived over a month traveling around?
You're
if I
stepping on a shit,
Oh,
by the way.
okay. Thanks for that.
Yeah, even the latrines. It rains so much here that rain just floods the pits and flushes their contents all throughout the camp. That's not mud you're standing. That is literally a turd that you're standing on now.
Oh my gosh. I'll just stand
I
over
think
here,
that's a
then.
puddle of piss as well.
I'm just gonna take it. It seems like that's the only thing I can stand on, so I'm gonna own it. I'm gonna stand on it.
Yeah, if you want to piss, just go on one of the corpse piles. It's probably
I
the
will.
cleanest
I'll
place.
do that right now. Don't mind me. I'll just pee
Continue.
on this corpse.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
As I was just doing
well,
that.
Sure. I was just offering you a way out. What if I told you that there was a member of your faith who has been leading an expedition for over a month out past these walls? What would you do?
Huh. Wonder where they're buried. Ha ha ha.
No, they're alive. They're alive.
Oh yeah, and who's this mystical man?
His name's Talum, and he is a genius of tactician and one of the most titanic healers I've ever seen.
Was he that half-orc guy that was spurting out gibberish?
That was not him, no.
Oh. You winged folk. They're quite fancy wings you got. Was he one of them? Came in just now?
Yeah, actually. And these will be going away in a sec, but yeah, that was him.
Alright, and he's made his way here. Whoop-de-doo, even Niles, that fool, can make his way here. Huh.
Well, I think we'll be leaving on assignment here pretty soon. Maybe it's best if a few people came with us, if you catch my drift.
Oh yeah, Niles will be definitely sending a heap of guards with you guys. I can't say if I'll be with you or not.
That's not what I was implying.
What are you implying? Are you implying that I commit
That you
treason? Insubordination? Against our Lord and Commander, Niles Breakbone?
if following his orders will lead to your death? Well,
I signed up
insubordination.
to the Order of the Gauntlet, damn well knowing that I must commit to whatever quest is made of me. Now, get the hell out of my sight before I cut you down for even suggesting that I defy the orders of my commander.
Very well, soldier. I hope your death is as honorable as your life.
Huh. Where was I? Oh, yeah. What are you looking at? He turns over and looks at you, Ragda.
Oh, me? Like, what am I looking at?
Looking
Come on,
at
Ragda.
me. Huh. Should do my washing on those abs. Alright, you guys can all take a long rest. You're so exhausted. There's you can fit 10 people in one of these tents apparently, so there's plenty enough room for you guys. Everyone take a long rest. The levels of exhaustion will go away. And for returning Undril, getting into the camp, it's 275 XP. And then the encounter with the Grung, you got a few of them. Did some role playing. You get another 275 XP for that.
Do we get an extra tip for delivering Undril?
Yeah, that's you got 200. Oh, you mean like, do you get a reward?
We
Do we get
delivered it in
tipped?
time, right?
Your reward is you get sent out into the jungle to go and do 2 weeks of scouting, killing undead. That's your reward from the Order of the Gauntlet. Finally, Petra's back to normal.
So, I think we should murder 2 people so that the secession goes into the hands of somebody reasonable, and or take them, as many of them, with us to fight the death curse as possible.
We'll wrap it up here for tonight anyway, and you guys can make a plan for next week. I guess you'll be finding a new conscript with Guy's new character next week as well. Any idea what? Oh, you've already got it made.
Well, no, I don't know. I might
Sort of.
change it.
What are you thinking of?
No, I was either going to do a College of Swords or a rogue. I don't really know yet because I'm sort of flipping
Arch
between them.
Simber is alive.
Unconfirmed. You never saw him die.
Dang it. That
Do we know
X.
anything about Churig? Is he gone for a while, or did he just not
He
show
wasn't
up?
here last week, was he?
No.
No, I've not heard from him.
Well,
He was here in spirit.
He's in the
he's
game.
here in.
He's been in the game for like 3 weeks straight. Yeah, I'll message him and see what's happening.
I think he's just like uses a laptop to do it, and he just hasn't turned it off. He's just like closed a lid on it and still just chugging along.
Alright. Getting closer to Mabala, at least. So you're at Camp Vengeance now. And Talon's led you to a good place where you can get some reinforcements. Apparently.
Well,
Through murder.
I don't know why everyone's trying to make me the leader here, though.
I mean, you can't be worse than these guys.
Well, the captain is delirious, but I mean, other than that, I have 8 intelligence. I haven't even lifted a book in my life.
Murder.
Now, when you guys wake up, it'll be nighttime because of like the sleep pattern and whatnot. So, see what happens when you guys wake up at night. You're feeling a little bit better, and maybe you can try and talk to the people who are really running the show to letting you off of that conscript.